Were you expecting gameplay? Oh, well, fine then. Let's get started. All right. How are you guys? We are back. We are oh so back. Boop. The amount of times past Cohh playing XCOM made me want to talk to him was bonkers. Oh, was it bad? Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. We are back. Things are looking good. We're a little low on shotgun ammo, but we're doing great on this gun, and we just updated the heck out of it, so. Did I just get struck by f***ing lightning? What? Jesus. Welcome to the afternoon session. Thanks, God. All right, let's go, I guess. Oh yeah, we were gonna go to, okay, let's see what we can do here. I don't know if we can, yeah, let's get this. And then this. I feel like we might want to explore, well, I'm sure we're gonna be back here later. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna be back here later. Okay. I don't want to go like too far off the path, because in Stalker games, there are times where if you go too far off the path, you might get like a piece of equipment, or especially a gun that's like way too strong, and then you don't get upgrades for like 10 hours. So I do really want to go and see what all this stuff is, but I also don't want to screw with that too much, because I've done it in the past. Oh, well, thank you, Dwarmir18.
Hello, I am subbing to this channel because I like it and want to support it. End of shouting.
Thank you.
What a bummer.
What a bummer. Oh, man. I love the rain in this game. Ooh. All right, let's put it on full auto. Make sure we're on the right ammo type here. We absolutely are. Okay. Got food, got water, got meds. Looking good. Ian McCart, awesome. Glad you're enjoying Factorio, dude. I cannot wait to have time to return to Factorio. I left Factorio at a beautiful moment where I knew I would want to return to it later, because it's like we just are about to leave for our first planet, the expansion. And yeah, I'm excited to return to it. It's nice having that waiting for us. Okay.
Get off me!
Damn it. Oh, God, he's fast. Nice. Oh, that was the best one of those we've done by far. Damn. Wow. Okay. That felt good. That felt good. All right. What was awesome about that, what was so cool about that fight, is the way that I figured out where he was I listened. Like, you can hear the dude, like, running around you, and the positional audio is so good in headphones. So it's like, I could kind of, like, follow it, and then, yeah, it was so good. Oh, hi.
What the hell are you doing here, man? There's a mutant out there. Get out of here. You're gonna get me torn to pieces.
What the hell are you doing here?
I was heading south. I wanted to get some practice shooting flashes. It's my first time out on my own. Guess I wasn't ready to leave Zalice just yet. I should go back and listen to the old-timers, learn more about the dangerous areas.
Creature's dead.
Yes, I took care of the creature.
Damn, that was a close one. Thanks for not bailing on me. Here, take this. It's not much, but it's all I've got.
Dude. Thanks, man. 200? Okay.
And why weren't you there to help when I was dealing with the mutant?
I was afraid I'd run out of ammo. You could have turned on me once you were done with that thing. I may be new around here, but I've seen some shit. My first partner ditched me and ran off, and the second one almost did me in. Turns out, there are way fewer trustworthy people in the zone than artifacts.
We keep getting that vibe.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
going before something else decides to come after us.
You're right. We should get the hell out of here. Thanks for bailing a rookie out, man.
What are these headphones? These are Corsair Void Pros, and I really like them. I've been using them for years. Back when I was sponsored by Corsair, funny enough, this was one of the units that kicked me over. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go ahead and head towards the stash. Oh!
Super chat. Hey Cohh, I've been watching you since a friend showed me your Fallout 4 playthrough, and I always like to see you play games that I'm interested in. Thanks for the content.
Well, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And since Fallout 4, all my homies started when I played Fallout 4. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh man, dude, this I can't get over how much I love these rain sounds. What in the hell? What? Okay. That's Stalker for you. Uh-oh. Ooh. Whoa, did you flank me? Oh, God. Oh, that's the worst time that could happen. Oh, my God. What is happening right now? I deserved it. Dude, that was a mess. Oh, my Lord. That was an absolute mess. My gun jammed. My other one didn't work. By the way, Captain Mad Dog, I can't gift you a sub for some reason. I've tried like 3 times. It will not allow me to do it. If I try to, the little gift a sub is grayed out. Melee? Oh, I should have meleeed. Yeah, that's a good call. Battle rations! Okay.
Come and get me! Ha!
Where are you going? Got him. He asked for it. It's kind of on him, chat. There we go. Nice. Great. Next corpse over here. Beautiful. Where's your gun? There's your gun. And next corpse is over here. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look and see what we won. Don't need you. Don't need you. You're yellow. We'll sell you. Oh, you're yellow too. Not a bad haul there. All right, cool. All right, let's see what the hell this is. Oh man, I'm totally out of shotgun ammo. We're gonna have to buy some more. Oh god. Oh. Oh, it's so stinky. They made a gun on him and down there. Oh, it's a full one. Nice. All right, what are we doing here? There's a big honker right there. Ah! Ah, God! Wait, what? Hi. Hi. Oh! Oh, rat jam! Nope. Is there anything else down here besides death and rats? Okay. The hell, man? You told me there'd be damn rats. Wait, did I miss the stash? Son of a biscuit. Oh my god, I gotta go back down. I gotta go back down to Rat Town. I deserved that. I did. I deserved that. Time for a rat-nade. Ooh, I like that. Maybe. Is there any way to do this without getting hurt? I don't think so. Oh, God, that crunchy sound. Okay, turn on this for now. It's like right here. Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's a good one too. Look at that. Nice. Use the ladder? I'm gonna use a... What ladder? You mean the other way? I got you, chat. I got you. Woo! Okay. All right. Kind of sad they didn't put any, like, these guys definitely should have had loot on them, man. That would have been cool. Always check your corners. Pretty sure that's what that means. Okay. Great. Okay. That was awesome. All right, next up is more south. Oh, and let's do that tunnel encounter. I think I'm just going to kill him. Yeah. I think I'm just going to pop him in the dumb face. Mm-hmm. All right, Siri-chan. Should I shoot him in his face? I see an ear. Yeah? Okay. 2 blinks means yes. The map looks small. I mean, I wouldn't say... We're just in this area. I've spent like the last 10 hours here. And here's the map. I'm going to be playing this game for like 2 years. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god, what happened? All right, let's go. All right. You're not? Oh, I know. I've heard it's like 50 to 60 hours at the rate I'm playing. It's still pretty impressive. Oh, dude. He's not in here. He's gone. Are there random encounters in this game? Interesting.
VIP detected.
So we're gonna have to. Okay. Oh wow, and it's empty. Yeah. Any time we see those in the future, we need to do them then. How cool! I had no idea that was even a thing. Okay. I already got struck once by lightning today, so there's no way it's going to happen again. Ah! More! Bacon! Nope. Bam. So one thing that we need to learn is right now, if you look at the top of my screen, there's a red bar, which shows there's enemies, but there's no red triangles. So I need to figure out what turns an enemy from an unknown to a known, basically. Like, do you just have to look at it, or maybe you have to, I don't know, be near it? It's an LOS thing? Okay. I am very concerned about dropping down right now. All right. Yeah, buddy. Ooh. Hell yeah. Great. Oh, man. So much good stuff. Is this just a normal TOS we got? What is this thing? Yeah. TOS 34. Very nice. It's not updated, but that'll sell. All right, dude. We got to go down. Ah, there you are. Beautiful. Oh, there's more. There's more. But that pig running around shows me that there's not probably any people. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Wow. Bro, what? Okay. I feel like that was way too much ammo. Tanky bacon, tanky bacon. Oh, Jesus! Bro, what? Where'd all this other bacon come from? Oh no! I'm out of ammo! Okay, okay. Call that a panic fire. Alright. Shoot these guys up. One shot, one kill. Yeah, that's right. One shot, one kill. We need to get inside something here. I need to get in the habit of taking out the knife. Yeah, the knife is so much better than the melee. What do you do with this? Okay. Whoa! What is this? Man, that's weird. I normally never look up. I don't know what inspired that. Let's do this. This is fine. Boop. Nice. Great. Oh, was that the stash we were going for? I guess it was. All right. Yeah, let's go see what this is. All right, saved up. Let's get reloaded. And I think we're good. All right, let's go. What? Sir! Oh, dude. Okay, there's like a pack. Hold up now. I think it's time for us to go. One thing we have to be acutely aware of is the fact that we have very limited ammo, and that creatures like this do not give us anything for killing them. Oh, it's the worst time to be encumbered. Trying to find any structure we can back into. Oh, here we go. Why, did I just shoot myself? What is this place? There's more? Oh no, that's it. Thank God, man. Okay. Nice door trap. I know, right? I hate digs. Hold on. Let me see if I can gift Oglarun. You are not eligible to make this purchase. What's going on with Twitch today? Oh, no, that one worked. All right. I'm going to try Mad Dog one more time. If that doesn't work, we're going to have to move it to someone else. I don't know. That's weird. What's going on there? Hey, Seminole. Thank you for the sub, bud. Okay, let's see. Boom. Boom. A lot of puppers. We can go down here. Oh. What is this place? Like a little hunting cabin? Oh, that's... Maybe that's oil. Yeah, let's not. Ew. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. We needed that bad. Oh, hold up. Is it not using any of the buck? There's the buck. Yeah, I guess it's only... That's weird because it totally fires... It does not fire like a slug. It's clearly firing buckshot, but the upgrade made it so it only uses slug. I think we need to take that upgrade off or switch it or something. I don't know. So I feel like I'm either not understanding that or it's not working how I'm thinking it should. Did we change the ammo? The thing is we can't change the ammo on it. If I do change ammo on this, it won't let me, even though it shows there's 2 different ones in the bottom right. And that's because we put an upgrade on it that's supposed to change caliber, but it doesn't like exactly say what caliber it's changing to. So yeah, we can just use the other one for now, but I feel bad that we upgraded the hell out of that one. Yeah, we can certainly use this one for now. Cool. I need a better shotgun, man. All right, let's see what the heck this is. What is going on up there, man? Oh, they're green. Wait, are they green? Did that guy just hit me by accident? Hold on. Yeah, y'all are friendly.
Hey, man.
What's up, dude?
Well, here we are. Do you need anything?
Nah.
So long.
Bye-bye. I'm wondering if we can, like... I should have seen if I could sold some stuff to him. How much money do you have?
Man. Well.
Oh, 700K? Oh, you don't buy guns. Well, that's a bummer. You can sell some of this stuff. Yeah, clear off a little stuff here.
See you.
What? Hold on. Okay, I just saved it. I think all of the ambient audio stopped. All the weather stuff disappeared. I'll try reloading real quick and see if that fixes it. What's going on? Maybe it's not a bug. What is this? Oh. I like it. They loot. Is there an mission happening? No, I don't think so. Something does not feel right about this area. We're going this way. Wait, more loot on the other side? What other side? Ooh, Ooh, a little road. I'm not seeing any more loot here. That one's horrifying. Oh, other line over here. Oh, okay. Whoa. No, don't do that. Damn. No, don't do that. Ow. Bro, where are you firing from? Oh my lord. I'm gonna kind of run over here a little bit. Okay. Bro, how many times do I have to shoot you? Damn. He's not dead. There we go. Dude, this creepy groaning of the trees is wild. There we go. Wait, weren't there 3? Oh, they had some nice stuff. Where's your gun, bro? Here it is. All right, let's see. Hey, it was yellow. That's good at least. All right, man, we are getting close to max, but we have a haul on us. Damn. There's a hole in the ground over there to the right. Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, this is going to be a thing. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, loud. How you unloading the guns? So if you open up your inventory, you can hit G to unload a weapon and then D to drop it. So if you just kind of put your hands over G and D, then you can just kind of like boom, doom, boom, 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 and unload and drop everything super fast. Yep. Hey, Nadar, what's up, buddy? Huh. Okay. Hmm. Okay. We'll take it. Whoa. Interesting. Huh. Man, that was a good stash. Message to a guide? No comms. Guess I'll be talking to myself. When you told me about this pipe, why the hell did you say it smells like flesh ass? Who's gonna let me into a bar stinking like this? Drinks are on you. Some guide you are, damn it. Well, did you ask if it smelled like a flesh's ass? Because if you didn't, that's kind of on you. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to go hit these. And then we're going to go do a big sell. And then we're going to get out of here and move to the next area. Hell yeah. What's Skiff's pistol? Starter pistol. It's actually really cheap and pretty easy to upgrade. Yeah. Actually, maybe we should go to the camp and sell before we go north. Probably is the better idea. Oh, shoot. I can't get out here. Wait, maybe? I feel like we can make this. Alright. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Start trucking our ass back home. Mm-hmm. Now we want to go here. Boop. Perfect. Okay. Wasn't there an energy drink or something that could keep us at max for like a period of time? I don't remember what that was. Dude, I don't know why I don't have any environmental sound effects anymore. Maybe I need to restart the game. I mean, it's kind of nice hearing all the other cool sound effects because they're pretty great, but... Let's kind of go across this upper ridge here, because I don't think we were here before. Maybe we can find something cool. I'm sure it's fine. Whoa. Them some big boys. Ooh. Had to check. Is it just extra quiet due to the storm passing? I don't think so. Because the audio kind of cut out while it was storming. So I don't think that's what's going on. Let's test real quick. We're already, what, about half? Yeah, just under halfway there. Or over halfway. Let's do a save real quick. See if we can, actually, let's try main menu first and see if that changes how it sounds. Any plans to finish Veilguard? Yeah, I'd like to finish Veilguard. Is there something that you hope they add and fix next patch? Yeah, I really want the AI life system turned on. Like, I think they need to get that turned on as fast as possible. That's one of the coolest things in Stalker. It's, from what we understand, it's currently broken for some reason. Like, it's not working right now. So, but they have said it's in the game. It's just not working properly. So I would hope that they can get that fixed up and working soon. Yeah. Because that system is so amazing. I can't... It's kind of hard to tell if it sounds better or not, because I don't know what's supposed to be playing around here right now. What's up, man? Just chilling?
What you want?
Just saying hi. Trade?
Well, here.
Nah, we're good.
So long.
Bye-bye. I can't wait for the mod community to start doing crazy fun mods like Gamma. Dude, Gamma is going to be amazing on this, and Misery. Oh my lord, I had such a good time with Misery mod. Yeah. The hell is that sound, dude? That's creepy. Boop. Hey guys. You would have loved Gamma Co. Oh, I still may play Gamma someday. Yeah, dude. I've heard amazing things about it. I think it'll be a long time until we see a gamma on this one. So I will almost assuredly play it on the previous Stalkers first. Yeah. Is there a lore reason to why he's using bolts instead of rocks or something? That's just from the previous games, I think. Yeah. I think at one point they mentioned there's so much destruction that there's just bolts lying around everywhere, so it's what they use to test for anomalies. Almost there. This could have happened a lot quicker, but it would have involved me losing money, and we can't have that. Nope, we can't have that. The Gamma creator has already made a mod for Stalker 2. Really? Awesome, dude. That's great to hear. Hey, Point, what's up, man? How are you? All right, chat. We actually made it. Let's save. Let's do a big group unload first. Great. All right. All those guns are unloaded now. Oh, this is Warlock's place. Whoops.
Oh, my best.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. And I might actually have to sell that shotgun, believe it or not. Yeah. I need to be able to switch the ammo type, so we need to go see if we can, like, take that off, basically. I don't know if we can even do that in this game.
Come on over. I'll set aside the best stuff for you.
It's actually really impressive. Dude's got a face of steel. I like it. Maybe secretly Superman? Could be. We'll never know.
A decent...
All right, so here is our fully upgraded one. And here is the issue in question. Caliber change. I think that's bugged. I think that's bugged. Because all it did was made it so it fires buckshot, but uses slug. So a rifled barrel precludes the use of buckshot, but significantly improves accuracy. So it is buckshot, but it only uses slug ammo? Like it's weird. Caliber change is red, so it's a debuff. Okay. See, the thing is, it says, if confirmed, you will get 500 back, but there's no way to confirm it. You can't, like, if you double click it, it doesn't do anything. Like, how do we, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. It's a little weird. So now we have to ask ourselves, like, we may be better off spending the money and upgrading this one. Precludes means prevents, chat saying. A rifled barrel precludes the use of buckshot, so it can't use buckshot, but significantly improves accuracy. But then why does it fire? Like, it seems to be firing buckshot, though. That's the thing that's throwing me, like, that's throwing me for a loop. Because if you look when we fire it, it's firing pellets. So, like, that's where the confusion's coming in. It's using slug, it's firing in pellets, so I don't have good range with it. Let me make sure it. Maybe it just looks like it was firing pellets. You know what? I think it just looks like it's firing buckshot. Yep. How accurate is this thing? Okay, so I have inadvertently created some weird sniper thing. This is not what I wanted to do with this gun. So we may have to make like another one. Like, I'm not even sure. This is weird. Yeah, this is a bit odd. I'm going to go put this gun away. I'm glad we made it though. Yeah, but I think we're going to make an actual shotgun thing. Although, see, now I kind of want to carry it around, but I need to be able to use buckshot. I have to be able to use buckshot. Yeah. Can I not store this? Oh no, is it full? Oh.
Oh, my favourite customer.
Oh, no, chat's just saying just double click and it will fit.
I'll set aside the best stuff for you.
Come on. Yeah, is storage endless? Thank you. Cool. So storage may be endless. That's great. All right. So let me see if I want to drop the resources to do this. I think I probably do. I think it's only like, what, 5,000 to get it pretty much upgraded to the point without the...
decent visitor.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, we have to get this one first, and then we can get that one. Weird. Why is that way? I feel like those should be... But whatever. Okay, so we'll leave it how it is now. Great.
Good luck out there.
Great thoughts video. Quote, I'm playing on a massively powerful machine. I'm just trying to make sure people know, man. I'm trying to get the word out, for sure. All right, let's do a big equipment drop-off. Actually, let's do an equipment drop-off. Yeah, we need to. We'll drop like... if this is dropping, let's drop 12. There we go. Perfect. Don't need the beer. Not using that right now. Or that. Okay. Put some notes in there. Great. What is going on out there? All right, opening up the map. That way. Beautiful. Let's go. I'm gonna, I still feel like there's a sound thing going on. I'm gonna restart just to check. But I still feel like there's a sound thing going on. You need SLI? Dude, SLI isn't even a thing anymore. Not even a thing. Agamir says, wasn't the PoE sponsor thing starting at 2? No, it starts at 4, buddy. Yeah. We're going to be watching, oh, hey, Pug. Thank you for that $20 gift bomb earlier. Dang, dude. I just saw the 20 gift bomb from Pug on YouTube. Thank you very much. No, the PoE sponsor is at 4. We're going to be doing a watch along from 4 to 6, I think. Wait, 3? Starts at 3. Hold on. Oh. Oh. 1 second.
Good show.
Okay. Whoa, Pug gifted another 20? Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, man. Mm-mm. All right. When's the PoE 2EA? December 6th, I want to say.
Good show.
Stay Puffed giving 10 subs on YouTube. Dang. There's not going to be anyone left that isn't a subbed. Thank you. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. What's the YouTube link? I think it's just cohh.tv/YouTube. I'll take you right there. Yeah. All right. Take a look here. Hop up to here. Let's go. Am I watching The Thing? I am absolutely watching The Thing. Ooh.
I'll be at Zelisa later. Need to catch my breath. There's someone out here. I think he's gone. I'm on Lithium! Hush. Don't be afraid.
Oh, it's the 9th. Yeah, no, that guy's actually kind of chill. You don't need to be afraid. It's cool. Hello? This is totally going to be for a quest later. Yeah, this area
Time
looks
to get
way too cool.
drenched. In the mouth. Just drink
Excuse me.
some water.
All right, here we go. Yeah, the PoE show apparently starts in an hour. We're going to be watching that. So I thought it was at 4. Ooh. Oh, close. One second. I don't know if we can actually make this. Ah, there we go. It's still higher though. No! 9! I think it's like right over there too. Oh, you know what? I don't think we'd be able to get up there anyway. Hurt? Nope. Ah. Whoops. Don't see any ladders or anything. How to get a Cohh? Just go to cohhcars.com. They are free, unmonetized, and for all of you. Okay, so there's got to be a way. It's got to be on this side somewhere. Oh, maybe it could be anywhere up here. So anywhere down this pipe, if we could get up. This place is a little creepy. Whoa. 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 Okay. Damn. So much garbage and stuff down here. Whoa! Bandit jacket. There we go. And a ton of ammo? Hell yeah, man. Med kits. Beautiful. Dang it, I just realized you don't get Kovatar drops watching on YouTube. Yeah, we're sorry about that. It stinks. YouTube doesn't have a viewer list, so there's no way for us to tell like who's watching the stream. Yeah. What? Oh, we just blew his friend up. I'm gonna hope that he did. Oh wait. Are there people helping me too? Or are they all shooting at me? Nope.
Nobody here.
Ooh. Oh God. Damn. All right, dude. That was a frickin' adventure. All right. That was tough. Combat bread, you know it. The combatist of breads. Yeah, I think we had a bandit military encounter? Maybe? It seems like there's definitely more than one faction here. I think that's everything. Great. Whoa. Damn, tons of stuff there. Okay. We love loot. We love loot. It's kind of what we do here. What type of game is this? Open world immersive sim shooter. Yeah. It's a pretty unique thing, but it's also kind of standard. A little bit of both. Yeah. Is it Tarkov-like or DayZ-like? It's neither. It's a sandbox adventure game at heart. A sandbox adventure first-person looter game. And I just keep adding words. Can I take this to that pipe? Maybe. Oh, I think so. It's also a fighting game. Yeah, Village. Well said. Oh, it's also a racing game? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Oh, God. What are you doing?
Cover me.
God dang it. Don't do that, please. That'd be a terrible idea. Combat bread. Bro, how you gonna do me like that? I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by how often the enemies try to flank you. Like, that's awesome. They really try to get around you in this game. That's not the first time at all the enemy has successfully flanked me. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Beautiful. Boom. And this game's like a looter's dream. They reward you so much for just looking around. More than any previous Stalker. Okay. I think we're done here. Did we get both? Oh, we got a new one. Let's go get that. Cool. Why do they speak in English? Because I have the language set to English. I wish I had a Ukrainian accent. Some of them do, actually. It's a little weird. There are definitely English language Ukrainian accents in the game. But there's also just a lot of flat English as well. So. It's below us. Why is it below us? We're getting dangerously close to the poppies. This area has its own mechanic and everything. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Ah, nice. Hell yeah. All right, is this thing any good at anything? Wait, what? Where's my... Oh, that was weird. What? Where's all my descriptions and stuff? That was very strange. Why are you worth 17,000? Oh, an inexpensive dark jacket worn by thugs everywhere. It won't actually protect you, but it makes you look dope as hell. Great. Am I gonna watch the PoE thingy? I am. Yep, we're gonna be watching it in about 40 minutes. Okay, I think that's it. Chat, we have done like every single thing I can do in this zone. The only thing we didn't do... Well, let's actually go get that real quick. I want to get that. And then, you know what? I actually want to get that question mark on the other side. Yeah, I do. We're going to do that before we go. I'm just going to run in here as fast as I can and get that waypoint. And then GTFO. Wait, what? Why is there an icon on here? Maybe it's something else. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. Flee! Okay. Yeah, Poppy Field. Anomalous area. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're going to do this real quick. Actually, we're going to stop here. Do that. And then we are gone. Then we are going to the next region. Okay, that's our plan. Let's do it. Trader, question mark, next region. Is that a corpse? I think it was, okay. What headphones are these? Corsair Void Pros. I don't remember killing that guy there. Oh, we got 10 energy drinks. I think we can burn a few. I think we can burn a few. There's a quest for the poppy field. It's picked up in the village. Oh, yeah, we already did all that. Yep. I just didn't seem to get the waypoint when I went out there for some reason. This is fine. Tom says half my town is dead after the first red sky. Wait, what? Oh, man. Thank you, Red. Alrighty. Can you shoot the blimps down? No. Well, I don't think so. I have not tried. I do not have the ammo to waste on that venture. Yes. I think we're gonna go ahead and sell the bandit suit.
Oh my! But
Nice. Boom. Beautiful.
come on over. I'll set aside.
Trakal, yes, we will be watching the PoE stream in just over half an hour. And you know what? Let me put that in my title. Make this nice and easy, chat. At 3 p.m. ET. There we go. Boom. Ba-boom. Am I enjoying this game? Oh, God, yes. Oh, we can finally store some med kits. Let's do that, man. Great. So what happens when we do this? Hey, McCrow, dude.
Dude, I am so excited for this one. Ukraine born here, so this is super awesome. Also, I think I've discovered your stream about 10 years ago with Stalker Society, so here's to more decades of fun.
Ah, I love it. Thank you very much, McCrow. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, chat. Here we go. Let's happen. Let's make it happen. Oh, wait, the question mark? Man, chat, I was all ready to go and y'all had to remind me of that. Fine, we'll get the question mark. I love the fact that Ada's still the VO for the messages. Oh, dude, she is going to be... I think she's our new voice. I love having Ada up there. That's fantastic. What happens to your loot when you leave? I think if you throw stuff on the ground, it does eventually disappear. I don't know how long it takes, but I think it does eventually disappear. Chat would have to confirm it. Oh, how big is your stash? Well, the private thing that I was using there seems to be an endless storage thing, which is amazing. I love it. So, yeah, that's what that seems to be. It's been there the whole game and seems pretty big. Oh, God.
I'm super excited for Path of Exile. As someone who personally lives in exile, I really feel this game is made for me. Thanks, failed marriage.
Bam. There it is. Thanks, Ithris. Appreciate you, buddy. Another joke for Ithris's coffee table failed marriage book. Whoa! Whoa! Spicy. So there was like a red thing in the water and it was pulling me in and killing me. That was interesting. Stank water bad? Yes, apparently. Wow, that was really far too. Man. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but that was rude. Why do I have those buttons on the left side of my screen? But what are the what? Escape is not change ammo type. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay, we need to go find whatever that thing was that killed me and see what the hell it is. Oh. Okay. Oh! Oh! This is a thing. This is a thing. Hold on. Hold on. So I think if we break the LOS, we can run in, and I think we may be able to use those balls. A child's ball, oddly weighty. Equipping it seems to reduce bullet damage in combat, particularly when standing still. With no downside? Excuse me? What? Okay. Whoa! Okay. Anyway, let's go to the question mark. What an incredibly cool art, like anomaly though. Okay. No, it actually sucks. Out. Out with ye, sir. All right, see what the heck this area is. You're not turning green. Yeah. Shoot. Battle sausage. I wonder if enemies bleed. I don't think I've ever seen an enemy bleed out. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Kill me! Ah! Bro. Bro, come on! Oh, that's a bolt. Alright. First, let's loot the guys out here, and then we're going to figure out what the heck we're doing here. Because I have no idea. Great. And we got a lot of guys. Yellow Taz, nice. Or it's not a Taz. Buckshot. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now let's see what the heck we're doing here. There's got to be something here we want. This is way off the beaten path. This would have been a cool area to attack those guys from. If we had snuck in and got up here and then sniped them. Splat. Oh, that's a new grenade. Is that a new one? No, no, no. Just a normal RD5. Yep, never mind. Never mind. Nice. Did we get any more stashes? No. Eastern checkpoint. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to come through here later. We got a bunch of levels we can go to on the right side. I wonder if this is just a future location for that. I mean, there's no way we can go through here now, right? That'd be crazy. Boom. Okay. Never too many battle sausages? You know it, dude. Never too many battle sausages. Okay. Whoa. Hey, friend. Wow. Can we just go this way? Oh. I'm not going to do that. I think it triggered because we left any checkpoint, but yeah, there may be like events and something happens over there. I don't know what that is. So we're going to go back over there. Ugh. Let's go this way. All right, we're heading home. Woof woof. Oh, yeah, I know we missed some stuff back there. We'll go back. There's no question we'll go back. Not doing that one. Any vehicles in the game? Not really, no. How can you tell when you need to eat? If you look down there, there's a little icon that appears above the health bar if you are hungry. Ooh, okay. We'll take it. Is the mini-map off? The mini-map? The music just did its... That, okay, so that's what's happening. There's like an ambient music track that's turning off. Huh. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there is a mini-map. There's this thing, but this is far from a mini-map. That's a full map. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Oh. I'm using the streamer music thing. I am, but I don't think that should be affecting the ambient music. Yeah. Oh, there's the food icon. Look right above the health bar right now. And then when you eat... Boop. Bro, where is your loot? How are you not going to have loot in here? Sir! Sir! Okay. I am disappointed.
Identify yourself, Stalker.
My name is Skiff. Zotov sent me.
Yes, he told us about you. Get across the bridge.
Okay. Cool.
Hello.
I should have read my contract more carefully before I signed it. They guarantee payment if you're killed in action. Then the fine print said there's no payment for non-combat losses caused by the anomalous effects of the zone, which can be pretty much anything.
Oh. Okay.
See you around.
All units prepare to engage.
What are we engaging? Oh. Oh, we got some dudes over there. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll let you guys handle those, because I'm not crossing the river again. Let's keep moving in here and see what we're dealing with.
Good work, soldiers.
Yeah, good work, guys. Good talk. Okay. Make sure we're all loaded up. Are you okay, dude?
What's wrong with being a loner, Kiryuka? You get to shoot mutants
Kiryuka?
without anybody pushing you around.
Jesus, Bugach. Back on the mainland, you work... What do you think, Stalker? Would you join the ward?
You're getting ahead of yourself again, Kiryuka. The guy could be new to the zone. If you don't know about these groups, feel free to ask.
Oh, here we go.
What can you tell me about duty?
For soldiery types, they're alright. They sure do love shooting mutants. Stalkers get a kick out of that too, right, Kiryuka?
Duty's been shooting mutants for 10 years now, and the mutants are still around, and in the same numbers too. Unlike the duty guys themselves. Now the ward, they mean business.
Tell me about freedom.
They used to want to give the zone's riches to the world outside. Now they run a store in Rostock. Those sellouts have turned into petty traders.
Really?
Not that petty, if you ask me. Their boss, McLuha, invented coupons.
Oh.
And now they're the backbone of the entire zone. Freedom is in charge now.
They'll only be in charge for as long as it benefits the ward.
So what's the ward, exactly?
What can you tell me about
military?
the ward?
As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing more than crooked cops.
The Ward are real pros. They set everything straight as soon as they got here, and their gear is top-notch.
Then what the hell would they need you for?
Hey, I'd make an awesome warden. I've almost got one of them to sign me up. What do you think, guy? Would you join the Ward?
Sure.
I've seen the wardens in action. I'd work with them anytime.
Here, here.
Screw the wardens.
Wow. Jesus, Bugach. Back on the mainland, you wore those shoes from your graduation for 5 goddamn years, and you're content with small-time jobs here too? We're getting nowhere.
All right, then let's join Duty or Freedom. Just not the Ward.
I kind of want to do another duty run. Duty are my boys.
I'll text that warden. Ask about any openings.
I'm sick of your obsession with the Ward. Why don't you try texting a girl instead?
Wow, that got heated. Okay. This area looks really cool. Dang. What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, Vlad.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, man. Got anything newer than this? You promised, remember?
So did you. And how'd that turn out? The Ward Patrol waited a good while at that stash of yours and left empty-handed. They were really pissed. Honestly,
excuse me.
So am I.
What's that got to do with me, man? The intel came from Miklucha. I was just the messenger.
Well, that makes Miklucha my client, not you. So, it's only fair.
Wow.
Surprised to find a loner here? Well, here in the zone, we're all living in the shadow of the Ward. And I'd rather be on the winning team, even if it means riding the pine. I like it here, man. You get to secure your future, and I get to hear some cool Stalker stories. It's a win-win.
I've smelled
It's
some
worth the
rank shit in
coupons.
my day.
You never know what might come in handy in the zone.
May have cleaned it up, but you can still get your whiff of that stench from time to time.
RNBW2X scope. Oh. Oh, it only has a 2 magazine though? Oh. That's a bummer. Rate of fire's a little higher, but oh wait, was I looking at the wrong thing? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. It's a 6 magazine. Oh, I can afford this. GP37. And there's my baby, my Vintar, 26K. Ooh. I'm gonna buy this, chat. What do you guys think? Should we do this? Should we buy this super cool shotgun and like update the hell out of it? Yeah, do it. I'm gonna do it, chat. I'm gonna do it. This is happening. Boom. And we'll update the bejesus out of it the first opportunity we have.
Don't fool yourself, man. The zone won't ever let you go. There's always one more anomaly, one more artifact, one less job.
Just one less job, chat. Just one less job. All right.
Good luck, bud.
What I need to do is I got to use the bathroom and stuff. So we're going to call this right here and get ready for PoE 2. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Man, what a great day of stalking. That sounds fine. That doesn't sound weird at all. They took our gerbs. They took our gerbs! Give me one sec. We got a timer? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh, there's going to be a lot today. I'm looking forward to this. One sec, chat. Oh, let's move this down. Boop. Okay. Come inside chat. Okay, I will be right back. We've got about 8 minutes before we're going to start. Great opportunity to use the potty, grab a drink, all that good stuff. I'll be back in 1 minute, and then we're going to do it live. Back in a second. Great. All right, back in a sec, guys. Siri, you got the stream. Alrighty. Siri, you good?
VIP detected.
All right. We made it. Woo! Hoorah. Oh, is there no sound? There it is. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. If I move around, I start coughing for like 10 minutes. I'm fine as long as I don't move. Sure, Barry, go ahead. That'd be great. And for Math Me.
At CohhCarnage 7 years later, you are still my only sub on Twitch. Thanks for all the entertainment and for fostering this great community.
Thank you so much, man. That is awesome, buddy. Really appreciate that, bud. Excuse me. Is this an EA release or a PoE2 presentation? It's a presentation. Yeah, I think this is like one of the last big ones before release. Maybe they're doing more, but... All right. One second. What class am I playing? I am 90% certain I am going to do Mercenary. Because America. Yep. America. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yep. Hey, Ogle. What's up, buddy? PoE 2 minutes. We have drops on? We certainly should. Announcement disabled? What do you mean? Oh, Acid Onion. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Is PoE 2 today? Today is, I think, one of the last big presentations for PoE 2 before we all get to play in December. Thank you, Ogle. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Do drops work if using VOD chat? Barry would have to confirm, but I think anywhere... Well, oh, no. So our drops, Cohh and stuff, absolutely work on VOD chat. I believe... No. Actually, Barry can't pull that from there. No, there's no... Drops no for VOD chat as watching YouTube, not Twitch. Yeah, it logs you into the Twitch chat thing, but it does not log you technically into Twitch to like view the stream since you're watching on YouTube on VOD chat. So, yeah. Did Path of Exile sponsor everyone today? They probably did. They're pretty big when this stuff comes out about like going forth on Twitch and sponsoring all the people that have helped them in the past. So GGD is one of the better companies about that. Yeah. They're very cool.
Sir, just what are we facing here?
A relic of the old world. Ready your men, Captain. We will only get one chance. And remember, when you hear the whispers,
what is this?
Do not attack.
Dude. Wait, are we gonna start like challenging Blizzard for cinematics?
Stolen, right?
Yeah.
Then, Dorman, shut your damn mouth. Ugh, why do I always get stuck with these rookies?
Hey, the kid's got a mean cleave. Give him a chance.
Quiet.
I can't turn it up any louder. Damn.
Sullen!
Only you can prevent forest fires.
A mean cleave, eh, Captain? Rookie can't even lift his own sword. Captain Oren? Captain? It's here. Rain! Send the signal!
What the fuck?
Rain! On my back, Rookie. Blade up!
Come on, come on! I'm ready. I'm ready.
He wasn't ready.
It's a man.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's not very fair.
Run.
Dang. Good for you, buddy.
Captain! Captain!
Why are you here?
Damn.
What is this? Stop! Humanity isn't ready.
On your feet, lad.
Sir, the captain,
You'll be fine. Here.
What is it?
Oh.
Get the body.
Stop. Mortal. It can still be contained. You don't know what you have unleashed.
Your kind no longer control this world. We cannot destroy your body, it's true. But you will watch as we destroy everything you have built. Bind him! Feed. Grow, my child. I'll make sure you can eat your fill.
Dude, that was great. Damn. Okay. Are we gonna get like a lot of that in PoE 2? Are they gonna have like a whole story and stuff? No. Maybe?
Applause, please.
Interesting.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jonathan Rogers.
Hi, Jonathan
Game
Rogers.
Director on Path of Exile 2. Now, Path of Exile 2 is going into early access in around 2 weeks on December the 6th. But even though it's early access, this isn't just some small taste. The game is huge. In this livestream, we're going to be introducing everything you can expect. So without further ado, let's roll the gameplay trailer.
Existence is a thing of beauty. Precious, but impermanent. Life and death are mortal enemies, and yet bound to one another. The continuation of life must be protected at all costs. Some have said my methods are brutal. To this, I say, there can be no salvation without sacrifice.
Dude, there's my man. I am so ready to play this game. Oh, is that how you pick your character? All the other classes die and you escape? That's funny. I saw some side moves. Same. That's funny. I like that. Thanks, Ben. God, there's so much new stuff.
We are faced with the end.
Air map thing.
And I will do what I must.
But I must. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Is that the Atlas?
Those who obsess.
Not necessarily. That may be the new Overland map.
Let them soon be acquainted with it.
Oh god, I'm loving these designs.
Now, as you just saw, even in early access, Path of Exile 2 is a big game. It's actually been 5 years since we announced PoE 2, and over that time we've revealed a lot.
Is it really?
But it's been in bits and pieces. It's pretty hard to keep track of it all, so today we're going to do a full rundown of all the content that will be available at the start of early access. Classes, character progression systems, and for the first time, a full overview of the end game. This is going to be a big one, so get comfortable.
Okay.
For 20 years, Rayclast has been free from any sources of corruption, but the Count of Ogham, tempted by promises of power, intends to harness it once more. The dead are rising, monsters are mutating, and madness is spreading. Under the dark influence of
it's just a pile of heads.
Count doles out sentences of death to any who would question him. And this is where you find yourself at the start of PoE 2. Explore the dark forests of Ogham. Traverse the barren plains of the
Oh no!
Basteri Desert.
There it is.
And delve into the jungle ruins of Utsal, an ancient Vaal city. There are challenging monsters, hidden runes, lost camps and treasures, roaming merchants, and of course, unique bosses. No two areas are the same. It falls to you to track down the seed of corruption.
I mean, it's a great PowerPoint.
The source of all this devastation. On the way, you'll face fearsome monsters, meet strange characters, forge unlikely bonds, and uncover lost civilizations. But first, you'll need to pick a class.
Yeah, are they broadcasting this on any of the platforms,
chat? We
chat?
have 6 classes available. Let's have a look at them. The Monk is a fast and furious melee fighter. He dashes in and out of combat, and his mechanics involve building up and keeping momentum. Like all classes in PoE 2, you'll want to use a wide variety of skills to mix and match different different combos.
Oh man, dude. Everyone's getting this, huh?
To get new skills, you will first need to find skills.
Look at all these people! Oh, this is why!
Open the gem cutting menu, which has all the active skills available in PoE 2.
How many people are subbing right now? Hold on a second. Y'all are breaking the stream over there. Oh, that is hilarious, dude. Wow. Wow. That is wild. We'll give it just a sec. I guess people are a little hyped. Yeah, you could say. I mean, look at the chat, dude. It's loaded. Like, it can't even load properly. Oh my god. What are these subs? You know what's hilarious? You know what's hilarious? Like, how long have these guys had their sub button? Is this new? Have they they've had it for a while? Like forever, chat's saying. Yeah, I wonder what's going on today. There's clearly something going on, dude. The amount of people subbing is like insane. Oh, it looks a little suspicious? It might be. I don't know. This would be the weirdest way to DDoS a stream ever. Yes, throw money at them until it goes down. Yes, take that, sir. Oh no, stop, please. Oh, I'm drowning in money. Please, no. Oh god, at the end of this, they're just gonna like come back on and they're gonna be like, so guys, made enough in subs, so we don't really need to do PoE 2 anymore. So anyway, thanks everyone. Have a good day. Oh my lord. See, look. Now the subs like are barely rolling in. I mean, they're still coming in blocks, but that was really weird.
Sir, just what are we facing here?
Oh, here we go.
Precious.
Now they're skipping through the video. Nice.
Power
Smart.
and tends to harness. There are 21 active skills for
Yeah, let's go. Good job, guys. Good recovery.
Of the options that you have. By endgame, you'll be dashing from pack to pack, spewing where you find yourself at the start of PoE.
They were like, that's too far ahead. Put it back.
Explore the dark forests of Ogham. Traverse the barren plains of the Vesteri Desert. And delve into the jungle ruins of Utsal, an ancient Val city. There are challenging monsters, hidden runes, lost camps and treasures, roaming merchants, and of course, unique bosses. No two areas are the same. It falls to you to track down the seed of corruption, the source of all this devastation. On the way, you'll face fearsome monsters, meet strange characters, forge unlikely bonds, and uncover lost civilizations. But first, you'll need to pick a class. Now, Early Access will initially have 6 classes available. Let's have a look at them. The Monk is a fast and furious melee fighter. He dashes in and out of combat, and his mechanics that involve building up and keeping momentum. Like all classes in PoE 2,
that looks fun.
You'll want to use a wide variety of skills to mix and match different combos. Skill gems. Using a skill gem will open the gem cutting menu, which shows all the active skills available in PoE 2. You can choose an existing skill to level up, or choose to engrave a new one. Since this is a level 7 skill gem, even if you pick a new skill, it will immediately be level 7, so there's no harm in trying out something new. The Monk primarily uses the quarterstaff. There are 3 schools of martial arts: lightning, ice,
and fire,
and wind.
No fire.
But don't think you have to stick to just one. The best combos are going to involve mixing elements of all 3. Let's try Killing Palm. Like many monk skills, this can be used to quickly take advantage of a specific situation. If there's an enemy on low life, you can use Killing Palm to dash to them and kill them instantly.
Dude, that looks
this
so
will provide
good.
a power charge.
That's
then we
wild.
can use a different skill to consume that power charge for a much more devastating attack. The Monk also has powerful combo skills. Tempest Bell, for example, is a skill that places a giant resonating bell. Hitting the bell causes it to ring, dealing damage to all enemies around it. You can also do things like freeze or shock the bell, which will add elemental damage to the strikes.
Cool.
The Monk also has a variety of abilities to empower his staff. If an enemy is close to being stunned, you can use Staggering Palm to punch them down. After that, any attack you do will shoot out wind projectiles.
I'm noticing this guy keeps going to like 0 life. Are you guys watching
21 active skills for quarterstaves, so this just scratches the surface of the options that you have. By endgame, you'll be dashing from pack to pack, spewing projectiles and obliterating screens of enemies with huge combo attacks. Now, if you like a style of melee that's a little slower but hits much harder, then the warrior is for you. He pounds the ground with big chunky attacks and can shrug off the hits of small enemies with large amounts of armor. Even though the mace slams are slow, you never lose control. Longer attacks can be retargeted as you go, and if you find yourself committed to a long attack, you can dodge roll out of it at any time.
Oh, that's
Among
cool.
the skill option for maces, you will find a variety of slams, fire attacks, war cries, and shield skills. Here, I'm going to slam the ground, rending it apart with lines of fire. Any slam skill will then cause these fissures to erupt with lava. I can even run through them with a skill like Stampede to do huge amounts of damage. You can empower your next skill. Size can empower your next skill. Seismic Cry, for example, will double any slams from your next attack. The Stampede counts as a slam, so I can double that for even more craziness. If you want to go a little faster and be a little more defensive, equip a shield. In PoE 2, you can raise your shield at any time to block all damage from the front.
Whoa!
Even spells.
Wait, what?
While holding up your shield,
That's
your
going to
stun meter
completely
will build
change
as you take
boss
damage.
fights.
So be careful. If it reaches 100%, your stance will break and you will be vulnerable.
Oh shit, dude. That's going to like completely change some boss fights. They have an active block.
By this red flash.
What, they just casually drop that?
Be sure to dodge out of the way.
Have they talked about that before?
Using a shield also gives you access to shield skills like shield
Dude,
charge,
think about hardcore
which allows you to
playthroughs
charge
with
towards
that.
enemies and stun them.
We have known that? That's the first time I heard about that. That's
You're also
awesome.
blocking the whole
That
time,
makes me want to
so
roll a
full
hardcore
damage
character
enemy
with
from
that.
the front. The warrior also has access to totems.
That's super interesting.
Some totems have built-in abilities like Shockwave Totem, which can be placed to stun nearby enemies and trigger aftershocks like those from the earthquake. But you can also get Ancestral Warrior Totems, which allow you to use any slam skill in your repertoire. This is a meta skill, which means that it's a skill you can put other skills into. I can take a slam like Sunder and socket it into my Ancestral Warrior Totem. Now when I summon him, he'll sit there and slam the monsters from a distance.
Dude, I cannot
There are 20
wait to
active
play
skills
with
for
this new
maces,
skill
so there's
system.
a lot more to try out. But by endgame, you're going to be dropping hammers from the sky, leaping fearlessly into
There's
combat,
so
and
much
separating the very
cool,
earth you
like,
stand on.
so many cool changes they're making. Yeah, dude, they've completely changed
Time for some
how
ranged
skill
attacks.
gems and slots work.
The Ranger
It's
is
so much more
primarily about
intuitive
bow,
now.
But we wanted to make sure that she
You
feels
have like
agile as
skill
well.
gems and they're separate, and then you have like your
Shoot
gear and
while
stuff. So
moving.
it's
combined with all the
it
skills
is
the Ranger has
so
that allow
much
you to
more
jump
intuitive.
around, you'll have a lot of mobility in combat.
I'm sorry, there are no
Both
subtitles, so I'm
skills
going to
have
try
a
to not talk
variety of
when they are.
lightning, poison, ice, and physical attacks. Lightning attacks bounce around between targets. You can also stick lightning
Yeah,
out
this
from the
guy's cool,
ground,
but
which
we're waiting for the
explode when hit
mercenary.
by the bouncers, or electrocute enemies to take them out of combat.
Cohh the Merc Mage.
Ice attacks allow you to slow and freeze enemies to keep them away from you. Using poison, not only can you slowly damage your enemies from afar, but also grow some interesting
I gotta say, I love the bow animations though. Those are
With
super
21
cool.
bow skills and all the mobility and combo tools the Ranger has, you can take advantage of every situation. By endgame, you'll be creating hundreds of arrows, be they falling from the sky, bouncing around between enemies, or spraying out of tornadoes. You might have noticed in the bottom left of the screen that the flask slots look a little different. In PoE 2, you have one dedicated life flask slot and one mana flask slot. Flasks gain charges as you kill enemies, and typically allow you to heal 6 or 7 times if they're full. But that's not the only thing you can use charges for. Charms are a new item type that will automatically defend you from various debuffs or damage types. Having trouble with getting frozen? Equip a Thawing Charm. When it's fully charged, it will make you immune to freeze for 3 seconds if you get frozen.
Dude, look at the health!
To recharge them, just kill
my
more
gosh.
monsters.
Okay.
You can gain more slots for charms by upgrading your belt.
Dude.
The Mercenary
Wow.
wields a crossbow
Okay, that sounds
can be
awesome.
loaded with different ammo types, offering versatility, power,
Here we go.
and
This is my man.
All classes in Path of Exile 2 can be controlled with WASD, which makes this class play exactly like a shooter. For
Yeah,
the
it
crossbow,
does.
you will find skills that work like shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles, and even grenade launchers. But not only that, there are a wide variety of more interesting elemental ammos too. It's very fast to switch between ammo types, so long as you already have them loaded, which makes the Mercenary able to combo abilities together for devastating effect.
This will be my main class.
Use Glacial Bolt to create walls of ice to separate enemies, then switch to Fragmentation rounds to explode the ice, dealing massive AoE damage. If I come across an armored enemy, I could use armor-piercing rounds to break their armor, and then high-velocity rounds to take them down. Or perhaps I could fire a gas grenade to poison enemies before detonating the cloud with an explosive shot. For
Sir, I need to
massive
see
damage.
more active dodging. Thank you.
If you want to call in some suppressing fire, you can summon artillery ballistas. These have a minimum range, so you'll want to prepare your position carefully before moving in.
That's cool.
There are 22 active skills for crossbows. By endgame, you'll be calling destruction down from the sky as you litter the battlefield with grenades and pepper your enemies with your automatic shotgun.
Sounds great.
If you're looking
I'm
to
here.
take a back seat and let your minions do the work, then the witch should be your choice.
Oh.
She can call forth hordes of undead monsters to fight for her while casting powerful chaos spells that debilitate her enemies. Occult skills are some of the most varied in the game, with skeletons, noxious spells, specialty minions, curses, and sacrificial magic. Before we talk about minions, we'll have to talk about a new resource in Path of Exile 2 called Spirit. This is a spirit gem, which allows you to pick from a range of persistent skills. All classes have a variety of these skills which can add some very interesting effects, like Arctic Armor, which does cold damage to enemies that hit you, or Raging Spirits, which summon
Hey, Chad,
fiery
didn't they say there were
spells each time
6
you cast a
classes?
Fire spell. For the Witch, though,
Oh,
we'll want
the
to be using our
subclasses,
Spirit
the
to create
specialties. I
permanent
guess they
minions.
were on that list too.
These
Okay.
minions will be revived automatically when they die, so you don't have to worry about resummoning them all the time.
Oh! Oh!
Here, I'm using the skill screen to allocate which minions I would like in my horde. You can see the spirit cost of each one.
Dude, wait a
Skeletal
second. This
warriors
is
are cheap but weak.
This is
Useful for
why I
taking
don't
damage and
play
distracting
summoning
enemies.
classes.
But I want more heavy hitters in my
It's
army.
'cause I hate having
so
to,
I'm
like-
going to unsummon some warriors and instead add skeletal arsonists.
Oh, that's cool.
Permanent minions come with special active abilities called command skills. You can order these guys to detonate your own minions for even more damage and area of effect. If you want a bigger army, you'll need a scepter. This new weapon type is imbued with even more spirit, allowing you to summon even more friends. And if you want an even
Summon
bigger
more
army than
friends.
that, you can take advantage of corpses to summon true hordes of minions. But what can a witch do?
Oh,
while
it's
an
not
army is at
summoning
work?
the
Well,
creatures
she has
as
a
the
range of
creature,
chaos
though.
spells to spread disease amongst your enemies, or bone skills to impale them. Or, you know, you could curse them to make them weaker so your horde can take them down. There are 25 active occult skills. By the endgame, you'll be the leader
Dang,
of a
dude, we're looking
fearsome
at like
army of the dead,
120 plus
consuming
skills
everything in its
on
path.
EA.
The sorceress bends the elements to her will, using them to unleash devastation on her foes. This classic spellcaster weaves a flurry of elemental magic from afar.
Oh, she looks fun, dude.
The elemental skills have everything you might expect and more. Fireballs, icy
Girl, where'd those ones on the left go?
lightning
What are you
storms,
doing?
get
What do you keep throwing?
Each
What's
spell
going on
is
here?
unique and has many different ways to build and combo with others, even between different elements. For example, Flame Wall conjures a burning line that not only damages enemies, but also empowers all projectiles that pass through it. If you place a wall and fire lightning sparks through it, they'll gain extra fire damage. It's a good idea to take advantage of the ability to automatically
That
swap
looks so
weapons when
weird
you
to
use
me.
certain skills. Having a special staff with bonuses to fire skills and another with bonuses to lightning skills can really power up a combo like this.
That's cool.
The sorceress can also take advantage of powerful trigger gems. For example, you could grab the Cast and Ignite gem and use it with Firestorm. As you ignite enemies, a counter will go up in the top left corner. When it's full, a Firestorm will automatically be cast at the enemy that was ignited. There are 25 active
Cool.
elemental skills. By endgame, you'll
Okay.
be firing off projectiles left and right as you rain down elemental storms on your foes. Now, those are the characters that will be available at the start of Early Access, but we will be adding 6 more character classes with just as many skills and options as these. There's a lot more to come.
Bro, who do you think you're watching right
There's
now?
one more important thing to mention.
You are
about
literally
skills.
watching a 40-year-old
Even though we
gamer
talk about
dad
them as
geek out
belong
over
to
this
each
right now.
class, in reality, there are no restrictions. You can use all these skills on any class so long
Wait,
as you
what?
have the attributes. For example, a poison ranger might want to
12?
try out using occult curses to increase her poison damage.
Okay.
Or a monk might want to trigger elemental ice walls to use with his glacial cascade combo. The possibilities for cross-class combos are practically unlimited. We're looking forward to what kind of things you guys might find. Now, Path of Exile is a game known for build
I don't know about this.
customization, and we haven't even
Wait a
scratched the
second.
surface of what is possible yet. So let's talk about support
Okay.
gems.
Oh, God.
Path of Exile 2 is a system of support gems that can be combined with your
This is
active
gonna be
skills
nuts,
to
dude.
dramatically change the way they work. If you find a support gem, then right-clicking it will open up this screen. Here you will find a variety of recommended support gems for each of your skills that you can pick between.
Oh, cool.
For example, this is a multiple projectiles support gem and can be used to add multiple projectiles to any skill.
Dude, they basically
Normally, when you fire a
redesigned the
grenade,
system
it'll
to
look like
address
this.
the new player issue.
But if we add multiple
Like,
projectiles,
this is
then you get
wild.
3
This
of
is
them.
so much
Once you
more
have the
intuitive
gem,
than before.
You can also freely move it between any of the skills on your character.
Like,
if you want to have a multi-shot sniper rifle instead,
This is crazy.
then simply move the gem over to your high-velocity round skill. Generally speaking, if it sounds like a support gem should work with a skill, then it will work. So it's a good idea to experiment. Note that you can only have one of each support gem on your character, so you'll want to think carefully about which supports can be used best with each skill for maximum damage.
Interesting.
Now, if you want to stick to the recommendations, you should have a perfectly good time. But if you want to experiment a bit more, then uncheck that recommended button and you can see the full list of supports that will work with your skill. There are hundreds of support gems to choose from, and even we don't know the results of all the possible ways these can interact. Each skill can have up to 5 supports socketed into it, and if you're clever, you can come up with some pretty interesting ideas. Now, all of this is just scratching the surface. You can make frost vortexes, break people's armor, make minions explode, make skills repeat, make enemies set each other on fire, cull enemies, or pin them to the ground. Supports let you drastically change the behavior of your skills and create your own unique build, or at least follow someone's OP build guide. So, speaking of builds, let's talk about one of the most iconic Path of Exile systems, the passive skill tree. Yes, it's huge. There are over 1,500 nodes on there.
I will never forget
the
the feeling when I looked at the first PoE
try not to be scared.
tree.
There are lots of options, but at its core, it's pretty simple.
That's like one of my gaming core memories.
Each level, you get 1 point to put into the tree. Each class starts at a different location, but they all share the same
I'm very
tree.
curious to see if they've done anything new here.
Around your section of the tree, you'll find relevant bonuses for your character. You should be safe in the knowledge that there aren't many wrong choices here. Almost all the starting nodes will be useful for your character.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that the game director was a liar. I didn't. I'm just a known liar. Is this something that are we going to talk about this? No. Okay. Jeez.
Now, the tree is generally divided up into clusters which have similar themes. In each cluster, you will find small nodes that give simple bonuses like increased damage.
I like how they have these new
but
designs.
The real power comes from notables.
Yeah, these are cool.
Notables normally have much more interesting bonuses, and they tend to care a lot more about how your build works and what skills you're using. For example, in the mercenary area of the tree, this one gives a 25% chance for crossbow skills to not consume a bolt. And here's one that gives grenades a chance to blow up a second time.
I will be getting both of those, thank you.
This one gives a chance for projectiles to rebound off terrain, as well as giving you some pierce to make that more likely.
Yep.
Note that even though this is in the mercenary section, this would work with projectiles from all classes, so there are often reasons to go to different areas of the tree. In order to get between these clusters, you will generally have to allocate nodes in the attribute highways. Attribute nodes allow you to pick which attribute you would like to use, so it's very easy to get points for any attribute that your gear might
Can you
need.
change them when you want?
You can change which attribute these nodes give you for half price at the respec vendor.
What?
Wait, notables, you will also
that changes everything.
Larger passives called keystones. Keystones have both an upside and a downside, and often require changing your entire build to design around them. A great example is Giant's Blood, which allows you to wield 2-hand weapons in a single hand, but doubles the attribute requirements of them.
This isn't PoE 2.
Mace with a shield, or even
they're remaking the game from the foundation. Like this is an entirely different experience. This is something really wild and new.
But you lose 50% of your mana regen.
Everything
Skills like
is
these
changing.
can be tough to build around, but if you're up for the challenge, they can be very rewarding.
And in so many good ways.
As we showed you earlier on the Sorceress, you can swap between weapon sets on the fly as you use certain skills. One of the new features in Path of Exile 2's passive tree is that you can choose to have your passive tree change as you switch between weapon sets to take advantage of specific bonuses on the tree. For the Sorceress, you might want to change between fire and lightning specialization.
That's, dude.
Or you could switch between one-hand and a two-hand setup.
Yeah, for
in order
this,
to be able to block boss attacks while following up with
like,
heavy
bro,
hits from your
with the
mace.
shield, having like a super defensive shield build, and then like the second you switch to your mace, you're offensive, and then you're defensive and offensive. Like, that's crazy.
If you want to stick with just one weapon set, you can just
you can have
use
an
these
entirely different
specialization points
tree.
as bonus points to invest however you like. But creative players will find plenty of opportunities with this system. You can get weapon specialization points throughout the campaign.
I almost wonder if this is all too crazy.
For example, if I managed to
I know
defeat
somebody
the
just
Cohh,
said
I'll
two
get a
path
weapon
to Exile.
specialization.
I know, man.
There are lots of other permanent boosts available from the campaign too. On the map, you can see icons that indicate the many optional encounters you can find. Some of them have permanent character boosts, and others have powerful items. If you're having trouble getting past a boss, it might be a good idea to explore and see what you can find. For example, if you defeat Blackjaw the Remnant, you'll gain a permanent increase to fire resistance. One of the most important finds are spirit bonuses. You can find the first one here in the canopy in Act 1. Defeat the boss in this area to acquire a permanent addition of spirit. The permanent buffs you gain from spirit are very powerful, and every class will find a use for them, so make sure you hunt down
Wait,
these
I thought
upgrades.
spirit was the
There's
mechanic
one
for the
in each
necromancer.
act. Now, we haven't even talked about the most important
Well,
element of
we'll talk about that later.
progression, items. That's why we're
Maybe
all
that's
here,
what
right?
the necromancer utilizes it for.
Items in Path of Exile can be broken down into 4 rarity groups.
Here we go.
Normal, magic, rare, and unique.
Okay.
One of the things you're going to want to do as you play through the campaign is upgrade the items you find, and you can do that with currency items. An Orb of Transmutation will allow you to upgrade a normal item to a magic item with 1 mod. You can then apply an Orb of Augmentation to add a second
For anyone
mod,
new, this is so far
then use
all
a Regal
PoE1
Orb
stuff.
to add a 3rd mod, and upgrade it to a rare. Finally, you can use some Exalted Orbs to add more mods to your rare to a total of 6 mods.
Jeez. Okay.
One of the things we think is really important is to make these options available to use as you play. All the items that add mods are much more common than they were in Path of Exile 1, so that you can use them throughout your campaign playthrough.
Okay.
We want you to find things on the ground that can be crafted into upgrades much more frequently. As well as making the drop rates on these
Everybody
items
liked
much
that.
more common, you can
Well, I
also
did.
get them by disenchanting unwanted gear at the magic item vendor. If you disenchant magic items, you can build up to an Orb of Transmutation, and by disenchanting rares, you can build up to Regal Orbs.
Yeah. PoE1 stuff.
Another important area of crafting items in PoE 2 is sockets. Some items you find will have sockets that can have Ezomite runes placed in them that add more mods to the item. If I insert this glacial rune into my helmet, it will give extra cold resistance.
Okay.
This is a great way to solve problems that you have with your build, like resistances or damage. If you find socketed items that you don't have a use for,
So
you can
sockets
take
are
them to
kinda
the
like
salvage
enchants.
bench in town to
I
work
wonder
towards
if they
an
took away
artificer's
enchanting.
orb. This will allow you to add sockets to your existing items.
Oh, cool.
Body armors and 2-hand weapons can have up to 2 sockets, while the rest of your armor and 1-hand weapons can only have 1 socket. You can also salvage items with quality to create items like armor scraps or whetstones. These will allow you to increase the quality of your items for an up to 20% boost. If you don't want to
That's,
disenchant or
also PoE1
salvage your
stuff.
items, you can always sell them for gold. Gold can be used to buy items from vendors, and we've tried to do a lot to make sure that the items they have for sale are actually useful.
Very good
Every
call,
time
in
you
my
level up, they
opinion,
get more stock,
doing
so
the
make
gold
sure
thing.
to check back often.
Taking the plunge.
Other vendors offer a gamble. Pay a
So much
flat amount of
simpler than
gold
the
and you'll
currency
get a random
system in
item of a
PoE1.
specific type. This could be a great way to improve your gear, if you're lucky. Gold is also used to respec your passive skills. Take advantage of this system to experiment with your tree and rework it as required.
Oh, cool.
The other thing you might want to use gold for is the
Okay.
currency exchange. This allows you to
Hi,
exchange
Alva.
currency items with other players on an open market, in exchange for a small gold fee. Now, all items in Path of Exile are freely tradable. We never bind anything to your character, except gold.
Oh.
Now,
Interesting.
most gear in Path of Exile 2 is randomly generated, but there's another type that isn't. Uniques. They are especially rare, each with a handcrafted set of unusual mods which can dramatically change a character's build. They're not just better rare items, they can do much stranger things that can fundamentally
Gamble
change your
sprint?
character.
Oh, that's fun.
Corpse Wade will make any corpses you run through explode into clouds of poison. The Sands of S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a body armor that changes your dodge roll into a blink, morphing you into sand as you teleport past your foes.
Well, that's cool.
And of course, some uniques are just pure hits of dopamine, like Quill Rain, which just turns your bow attacks into full auto by doubling your attack speed.
Quill Rain!
Each unique is something that you can build your character around. We try to make sure that most unique items have a potential use at endgame, even if you find them early on. And as you can see, every single unique item comes with custom art to match. The last character progression system that you can do during the campaign is Ascension. Starting in Act 2, you will come across Ascension trials, tests that you must complete to unlock your Ascension class.
Ah, yeah, here it is.
We'll explain these trials soon, but first
Trials,
let's take a
not
look at what
labyrinth.
Ascending can do for your character. Each class has access to 3 Ascendancy classes, but at the start of Early Access, only 2 per class will be available. Ascendancy classes are unique to each character class,
Wow.
so choose wisely.
She has a bad
They
day,
can
doesn't she?
drastically affect how you
Jeez.
build your character.
Sorry, girl.
As a sorceress, you could become a Stormweaver, a master of the elements. Tempest Caller causes elemental storms to be summoned each time you do a critical hit with a spell. With Strike twice, you can stack 2 copies of Shock for more damage. And going deeper into the tree, you can make all your damage types apply Shock. Make a Shock build from any skill.
Shock and awe.
Alternatively, you could become a Chronomancer
Chronomancer.
and command time itself.
Oh.
She literally has the ability to stop time. With
Oh,
time
it's an
freeze.
hourglass?
Not only that,
That's
but she
adorable.
has many other time manipulation abilities.
I love it.
Using Temporal Rift, she can teleport back to a previous location, resetting her life and mana back to what it was. Or with Time Snap, she can reset all her cooldowns and cast all her spells again. On the Warrior, you can choose between the Warbringer or the Titan.
Little
the
tracer
Warbringer
action?
channels
Little
the
bit.
might of his ancestors to gain tremendous power. Using Answered Call, you can summon ancestral spirits linked to each of your totems. With Jade Heritage, you can encase your body in a protective layer that absorbs all damage until it breaks.
It's a
Warcaller's
giant
Bellow
ward?
allows
That's
you
cool.
to explode the corpses of your enemies. And with Great Wolf's Howl, you can ignore the cooldowns of your war cries. Let all that anger out. The Titan class is all about hitting big. With Earthbreaker, every slam is a chance to create an aftershock.
Boom.
With Crushing Impacts, every hit becomes a crushing blow, which will allow you to stun your enemies with ease.
Look at the graphics
With
on this
Surprising
plane.
Strength, you can take advantage of stunned enemies to deal 40% more damage. As a ranger, you might choose to be a Deadeye, an expert markswoman who can take down foes with style. With Endless Munitions, every attack gains an extra projectile.
Dang,
with
dude.
Gathering Winds, she gains a small
I want that
increase to
with Quill
movement
Ring.
speed with every attack. But be careful, she loses them when getting hit. With Eagle Eyes, she will
You wanna
never
go back?
miss, allowing you to stop wasting all those passive points on accuracy. Alternatively, you could become a Pathfinder, the master of flasks and poison. She can choose from one of several throwable concoctions, allowing her to spend her flask charges to throw explosive bottles that deal various types of damage.
Huh.
A bleeding concoction will make your enemies bleed, while a fulminating one can shock your enemies, allowing you to do extra damage. Contagious Contamination allows her to spread poisons between her foes, while
No, 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 no.
overwhelming toxicity doubles the
No, no,
number
no.
of stacks
Hey,
that
hey,
can be
hey.
infected
You
by.
gotta be nice to each other. Hold on.
Running Assault allows her to move much more quickly while firing, while Relentless Pursuit makes her totally immune to being slowed by enemies. The Witch can ascend into the Infernalist or the Blood Mage. As an Infernalist, she can summon a loyal Hellhound companion.
Infernalist?
The Hellhound sets enemies on fire, as well as taking a percentage of the damage if the Infernalist gets hit.
That's
With
actually pretty
Pyromantic
badass.
Pact, you can turn your mana into Infernal Flame. As you cast more spells, the flame builds up, and if it overflows, you'll take damage. Using Bringer of Flame, you'll want to make sure you keep the flames topped up. While your Infernal Flame is above 30%, all damage from you and your minions will ignite enemies. She can also transform into a literal demon. While in demon form, she takes an increasing amount of damage, but her cast speed and damage increase rapidly as well. So if you're planning on transforming into a demon, make sure you stack a lot of life recovery. She can also become a Blood Mage, a master of life and energy. All Blood Mages must pay the price of making skills cost life as well as mana, but in exchange, every monster they kill will drop life remnants, which allow them to quickly gain back that life. With Crimson Power, she can gain large amounts of extra life, and with Vitality
Those are the only
Siphon, she
two
can use her
sorcerer
spells to leech life
subclasses?
back as well.
That's wild.
Once you've got a significant amount of
They're
life,
very
you can use
specific.
Gore Spike to make your critical hits deal incredible amounts of damage.
Interesting.
A monk who is in tune
for
with
Witch.
the elements
Thank you.
might become an Invoker. With Elemental Expression, the
What about the
Invoker
third
will
one's
create
gonna be?
waves of
Oh,
elemental
man.
power each time he does a
Yeah, those are
critical
like
strike.
very crazy,
With
cool,
Faith as a
like
choice,
specific
you gain the ability to
subclasses.
meditate, allowing you to double your energy shield. Choose between I am the Blizzard or I am the Thunder to specialize in cold or lightning. And I Shall Rage will allow you to turn into an unbound avatar. Each time
those
you
are the
apply a
Necromancer
status
ones?
ailment to an enemy, you gain unbound fury.
So the
When you
Witch.
have enough, transform into
Hold
an
on.
avatar to deal way more damage and inflict even more elemental ailments.
Which goes into the Infernalist
Some
and
monks
the
choose to reach into the darkness
Blood Mage?
instead. The Acolyte of
And then the
Chayul
other
can
one
exchange
does
their
the
mastery
time
of
and the
spirit for
electric. Yeah.
darkness, a resource that can be
Okay,
utilized
cool,
to both
we're good.
absorb and deal damage.
Oh, like
The
a
Shroud of
evil
Darkness
monk?
will protect you from all damage incoming, but if you take Grasp of the Void, you will deal extra chaos damage from all the darkness you have.
Cool.
Their Dark Pact offers greatly increased resistances to chaos damage and can allow their mana leech to not only happen instantly, but apply to their energy shield as well. Another node you can take is Waking Dream, which allows you to see into the domain of the Breach Demons. There you will see the Flames of Chayula that can be taken to gain life, mana, and damage.
Huh.
The Mercenary has a job to do.
Here we
Which
go.
job suits
Okay.
you? You might choose
What are
to
we
become
doing?
a Witch Hunter,
Ooh, go on.
Obsessive Rituals will give you a sorcery ward, allowing you to defend yourself against elemental hits in exchange for less defense against attacks. With Zealous Inquisition, your enemies have a 10% chance to explode on death. The chance is doubled against demons and undead. With Judge, Jury, and Executioner, your initial hit against enemies can deal up to 30% of their life and damage, if you're lucky. This is great for hunting powerful bosses.
Okay.
And with Witchbane, you can break your enemy's concentration, preventing them from casting spells as often as they would usually do. You could also choose to become a Gemling Legionnaire, enhancing your abilities by
let my girl Diana
in your flesh.
Wait a second.
Integrated Efficiency will give you extra skill slots. Thermatological Infusion gives you extra maximum resistances as you socket more and more support gems. Adaptive Capability allows you to use any color of gem without worrying about attributes, while Crystalline Potential adds extra quality bonuses to every gem socketed into your character.
Interesting.
So those are the Ascendancy classes for the start of Early Access. But one thing we haven't talked about yet is how you ascend in the first place.
Damn.
Ascension in Path of Exile 2 requires completion of one of the Great Trials.
This is going to replace the Labyrinth.
Progress through the campaign. Each one is associated with one of the major cultures of Rayclast. Located in the Vasteri Plains are the Maraketh, a culture of rich tales and brutal traditions, who must do whatever it takes to survive in the desert.
Well, I shouldn't say it's going to replace the Labyrinth. It's going to do what the Labyrinth did.
And it is not a title given freely. All aspirants must complete the Trial of the Sekimers, a grueling gauntlet that will test their strength, will, cunning, and patience. To enter, a warrior of the Maraketh must prove their worth by trapping the soul of a djinn in a coin, and you are no different. Once you have earned your coin, it may be placed on the relic altar to begin the trial.
Oh, some folks were asking me about this. For our first run of this game,
In the Trial of the Sekimers, each room has its own challenges to overcome.
I'm going to do it like we did our first PoE run.
Kill will send its blood to the
So our first run of PoE 2 is going to be a slow, talk to everyone, exhaust every dialogue option, like everything we can do on one character we will be doing.
It will not only hurt you, but will damage your honor.
So I'm not going to be rushing anything. I'm going to be very, very, very slow and methodical.
You will fail the trial and need to find another coin in order to try again.
So we'll be repeating that for this one.
That you are well
a lore-friendly run.
The trial of the Sekimers.
Very lore-friendly run.
After each room, you will be rewarded. In this case,
I'm not going in with a build.
A key
Nope.
that can be used to unlock chests.
Not going in with any
builds.
Not for my first run.
Once you have claimed your reward, you will be shown a map of the rest of the floor and may choose how you wish to proceed. Which challenges would you like to face?
Oh, that's funny. They just went straight up like Slay the Spire kind of stuff. Dude, I'm here for it.
You with debuffs that will persist for the entire trial.
That's awesome.
For example, entering this room will afflict you with Spiked Shell.
Sanctum
that will
stuff?
cause all monsters in the rest of the trial to have 50% increased life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You will want to take
Sanctum
care
2.0.
if you choose such a path. There are many different challenges and rewards as you journey through the trial. Deadly traps, waves of monsters.
Cool.
And strange artifacts will test your honor. As you progress, you'll be able to gain boons from the djinn.
I will say what I really like about this
For example,
is it looks
the Sekimer's cloak will revive
complex
you once if you die, giving you a second shot at a run.
but straightforward.
One of the
I think
rewards
this
you
is
may
yet
find
another
is
step
sacred
where it's like
water,
newer
an
players will feel
extremely
much
valuable and treasured
more
resource to the djinn and the Maraketh.
Intuited? Is that a word?
Trading it with
This
the
system is
djinn
far
will
more
allow you to
intuitive for
receive
them.
many benefits. You can recover honor, gain additional boons, or remove afflictions. At the end of the floor,
It seems like that's the name of PoE 2. Like that's the name of the game.
In
Like,
order to ascend, you will
let's
need to
take
defeat him.
all the awesome things we made in PoE 1 and change or update them in a way that makes them more intuitive to like a much, much, much wider audience. Like I keep seeing
Having
that
defeated
thinking
the boss,
over
you've
and
earned the
over
right
and
to
over and
ascend.
over, and it's
But first,
wonderful.
the loot.
Like it's
The
the amount of streamlining they're doing
open
and
the
they
various
needed to
treasures in the
do
vault at
is
the end of the floor.
Yeah, this is great.
We only have a single bronze
This is
key,
great.
so we'll just have to open one of these small chests. If you want to open the better ones, you'll need silver or gold keys. Let's use the Altar of Ascendancy. Your first ascension will allow you to pick your class and grant you 2 points to use in the tree.
Cool.
Now there are more floors and many more rewards that can be found within the Trial of the Sekimers, but we'll save that for the section on the endgame. For now, let's talk about the second Ascendancy trial, the Trial of Chaos.
Oh, okay.
In Path of Exile 2, you can choose whichever trial you like to earn your ascension. Each culture on Rayclast had their own methods to ascend. If the Trial of the Sekimers is not your kind of playstyle, or you're finding it too difficult, you could try another.
Wait a second.
You can gain all your Ascension points from just one, or mix and match
Are
them.
different
It's up to
league
you.
mechanics in different
For
ones?
early access, we will have 2 trials as options, with a 3rd trial coming later for the full release. While exploring the Vaal jungle, you'll discover the Temple of Chaos. Before the Vaal embraced the
Is this
science
gonna be
of
like
corruption,
Temple?
their civilization worshipped chaos. This ancient trial was once used by the Vaal to test their high priests. A high priest of the Vaal must show willingness to risk everything to gain power. Entry to the trial requires a token from a strange entity known only as the Trial Master. For those in which he sees potential, he shall inscribe an ultimatum. Many have attempted these trials in search of greatness. Most have perished. Will you be able to defy the odds? Before you begin each chamber, the Trial Master will offer you a reward and a choice. Choose one of 3 tribulations to affect you through the rest of the trial. These modifiers might beef up the monsters, curse the player, or add environmental hazards like turrets or trap runes. In this case, we'll be picking shocking turrets.
That seems like a terrible decision.
As you enter the room, the Trial Master will fill it with hazards to test your commitment. In this case, you must destroy all the monsters that fill the room, while dealing with the lightning projectiles from the shocking turrets.
Huh. Boom. That's some very satisfying thunking. Thunk, thunk, thunk. I like it.
After each room, you will need to make a choice. Take the rewards you have earned so far, or go double or nothing. Increase your rewards, but take on more risk. Each tribulation you add is minor on its own, but they quickly stack on top of each other and can become overwhelming. There are many types of chambers in the trial. Each will test your resolve in different ways. This one simply requires you survive for a certain amount of time.
Nice.
Another requires you to escort the stone idol through the level as elevators full of monsters descend.
Oh, we love these missions.
Should you be able to get through the first 3 chambers, you will face your first
Dude,
boss.
all the boss designs
The order
have
of the
looked
bosses
so
is
good.
random, and combined with the tribulations you have selected, the fight will never feel the same.
Just the animations and everything are
After
so
defeating the boss, you may claim your rewards. Of course, there are the items, but you also gain the right to ascend. If you already did the Trial of the Sekimers, then you can claim 2 more points to add to your Ascendancy class.
Cool.
Now, it's possible to go much deeper. There are more bosses, rewards, and risks to take, but we'll talk more about that when we get to endgame. So how about we talk about that now?
Oh.
So far, we've only been showing you footage from the campaign, but some people would argue
Did they announce
that
controller
endgame
support?
is where the game truly
Yeah,
begins.
yeah. That's
something that happens.
I think they already
every
did.
time a new
Yeah.
action RPG launches is people saying there isn't enough in-game content. Well, we want to make sure that in PoE 2 people don't feel that way, and we actually only changed our development priority for this recently. The first 3 acts of PoE 2 already take around 25 hours to complete if you're a new player. This is already a pretty significant campaign. On the other hand, people spend hundreds of hours in endgame each league. We realized that finishing the rest of the campaign for early access was actually a bad idea. Instead of having acts 4 to 6 in early access, we could concentrate on endgame and make that great.
Yep.
For new players, a 25-hour campaign is already a huge game with lots of content.
Yep.
But for existing action RPG players, what you mostly care about is all the in-game challenges to overcome. So several months ago, we switched the entire development team's focus over to making in-game content. At the start of early access, there'll be 50 bosses and around 400 monster types. But the great thing is that the rest of the game is like 80% there. We'll be adding content to roughly double the size of the game during early access and into release. Now, in order to make the endgame happen at the same character level as what it would be after we added the rest of the acts,
That's smart.
we've added a second difficulty level called Cruel, where you repeat the campaign with all the monsters
That
and
was
bosses
they did that for
leveled
the
up.
first one, didn't they?
And of course, new rewards.
Yeah.
You can kind of think of it as like a new game plus.
Yeah, I think that's what they did.
It's also a lot faster to get through the content the second time as your clear speed increases.
Cool.
That will take you to around level 65, where the endgame begins.
I gotta say though, it's kind of funny.
We'll be removing Cruel difficulty, so you'll progress.
Everyone was like,
6 to endgame.
We don't want to have to play the campaign multiple times.
To explain that,
And
I'll hand
GGG
over to
is like,
Mark.
well,
He can tell you all about it.
got something to tell you.
I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile 2. Well, one thing that Path of Exile is known for is having a lot of distinct in-game content to choose between. Each in-game mechanic needs to have its own progression system, areas, bosses,
That's a cool shirt, man.
rewards,
Gotta get
and
that.
player power that can only be gained from that content. We are going to be adding a lot more over time, but for Path of Exile 2, we decided to start with 7 distinct systems you can progress through.
This is the Atlas, and it serves as the core of the endgame for Path of Exile 2. It's infinite and expands in all directions. Now, we are not going to spoil the plot too much here, but corruption from the beast has
Wait, did you
blighted
say
the land,
infinite in all
and your
directions?
objective is to help fight it. In the center of the Atlas, you will find the Ziggurat,
Wait.
a temple in
Hold
which
up.
the Val
Slow down.
research the fundamentals of space and time. Here, we can open portals to nearby locations and begin cleansing corruption and finding resources. In order to power the portal device, we will need waystones. Each waystone has a tier which will determine the level of the monsters that you will face. To go to an area, simply click one that is adjacent to an area that you have already completed. Insert the waystone and click Traverse. Portals will open, allowing you and your party to travel to the area you have selected. All the areas in the endgame feel distinct from the locations in the campaign, and we have dialed the randomization up to 11. The monster packs you will face in each map are totally random.
I see
and
that's
the
back.
combination of them can lead to some very interesting combat situations. There are over 400 monster types in early access, and they have a lot of varied and interesting abilities. Depending on which combinations you face, you might find some serious challenges. In order to cleanse the corruption from the area, you will need to defeat all the powerful rare and unique enemies in it. Once you have done that, the area will be marked as completed and you will be able to travel past it to progress deeper into the world. If you
Dude, that
die, then the map
Infernal-
can no longer be
Infernals look
run,
kinda
and you will
awesome.
have to find another way around to get to the areas behind it. There are also all kinds of other random encounters you might run into as you play maps.
Like the speed
One
track.
such encounter are precursor artifacts. These are ancient, corrupting monuments that irradiate the monsters around them. The monsters that feed off the corruption are drawn to their power. If you defeat the monsters and cleanse the artifact, you will get a powerful temporary buff.
It's a new shrine
Some
mechanic.
of the
Cool.
buffs make you faster, others rain lightning or fire around you, and
more-
some even give you
more
increased
interesting from the looks
experience
of it.
or help you find better items. You can also find strong boxes. These enigmatic chests guard piles of treasure, but are always a trap. Monsters lie in wait to attack you the moment you open it, and the boxes often have mechanisms to unleash powerful spells or dangerous debuffs.
do one stuff.
There are different types of strong boxes containing different items, and you can even use your currency items to craft them on the fly, so you can optimize the contents. But be careful of opening one you can't handle.
God, that looks so
Sometimes
good.
you'll discover monsters frozen in essences, solidified crystalline corruption. These dangerous monsters can be broken free. If you defeat them, the essence they drop can be used to upgrade normal items to magic items with a guaranteed mod from a category. For example, we could use this one on some boots to ensure a movement speed mod.
Ooh, 35. Yes, please.
Rarely, essences will also
Damn.
drop that allow you to upgrade magics to rares, adding the guaranteed mod.
I know, right? Jeez.
This is incredibly powerful since it allows you to get a second deterministic mod in your crafting projects. Combining these with the currencies that are commonly found in Rayclast for modifying items, and we can get a very nice pair of boots indeed.
Dude, this is going to be
Waystones,
so
like all
much
items,
easier to like
can
fill
also
in
be
your
crafted
builds and stuff
using your
now.
currency items.
They're giving us so much more control.
Adding prefix mods will improve the rewards, while suffix mods increase danger. The more dangerous a map is, the more waystones will drop.
Okay.
Adding mods to your waystones is key to
Kinda like
progressing
rolling
to
maps.
higher tiers and sustaining them, but it will require you to take on larger challenges.
Are Waystones maps? Yes.
There
Yeah,
are a
Waystones.
variety
This is
of
the new
factors you
endgame.
can consider when
The new
crafting
endgame
your
system.
waystones. Some maps will have higher density, some lower, some have more magic and rare chests, or monsters, some are more linear, and others more open. Make sure you explore
Cool.
and think about what makes certain maps good if you want to maximize your returns.
Dude, look at all this
As
down
you
here.
cleanse corruption
when she
from
does
higher
that.
and higher
Badass.
tiers of the Atlas, you will gain points that you can spend in the Atlas tree. This
Oh,
tree
it's
allows
starting
you to
with
juice
an
the
Atlas
danger
tree.
and rewards of all areas in the endgame. You could increase the number of monsters,
Okay.
the number of rares, the number of precursor artifacts or strong boxes, even the quantity of item drops. As you explore the endgame world map, you'll notice various different biomes. from snow-capped mountains to dense jungle valleys. Most
Heretic
maps
says,
are
do we still have to play
restricted
the whole
certain
campaign to get to the
biomes.
maps?
As you continue to
I got news for you.
explore deeper into
Nope,
the
twice.
Atlas, there are all sorts of things to
Every time.
discover. These cities are constructed by different peoples of Rayclast and have specific items that can be found there. These strange structures marked on the map don't appear to do anything for now. Perhaps you'll work out how to use them later. You might find unique maps like Untainted Paradise, an undisturbed island full of beasts that give an extreme amount of experience. You may even find a lonely man just enjoying his retirement who will give you a unique item for free.
Just puffing his
In
pipe.
addition, you can find special areas that would make a good spot to set up camp.
Yeah, oh, it's only in early
These
access, of
areas
course.
offer
Yeah.
hostile
They're doing the same thing they did in
inhabitants, and
PoE
you'll
1.
be able to claim them as your own hideout. You can
PoE
decorate
1
your
players
hideout as you see
know
fit
what they're
and
doing,
invite
or know what they're
various
expecting
NPCs to join you there to create your own personal base of operations. A great tool for exploration are towers. These mysterious precursor constructs are dotted around the Atlas. Completing the tower will reveal a large area around it,
Oh,
allowing
cool.
you to
Okay.
scout out your next challenge.
Nice. I was
There are
wondering what those
lots
were.
of things to find, so keep looking. Some sections of your atlas are influenced by corruption. This adds extra modifiers to the maps in the region, increasing difficulty and rewards. Here, slaying monsters in close proximity to each other will cause the vestiges of corruption within them to merge together, forming powerful and grotesque abominations.
Oh.
You may have noticed while looking at the atlas that some of the areas have these icons above them. The icon indicates
Oh, dude, this
that
game
the
is but
area
wait,
contains
there's
some
more.
kind of
The
special
game.
encounter.
That's what
This
the game
icon
is.
indicates that the area has a powerful boss. Because only 1 in 4 maps contain a map boss, we are able to make them very powerful and very rewarding. These bosses come from the campaign, but have had their difficulty increased with changes to AI and some of their abilities.
Nice.
It's worth noting that because
Not
you can
just
see where the
chunkier.
bosses are, you can choose to take them on or avoid them. If you do choose to hunt bosses
Cool.
though, then you will be rewarded with special points for the boss hunting section of the Atlas skill tree. The points here will allow you to specialize in boss killing, giving you much greater rewards for defeating them.
Okay, that's
For each different
awesome.
type of content in the endgame, we are adding specialized trees in order to make it so you don't feel the need to respec your points when you change between
Damn.
different types of content. We will be showing you 7 of these by the end of this presentation, so there is still a lot more to come.
Okay.
Bosses are not the only icon you will see on the Atlas. Let's take a
Hey,
look
Vel,
at
what's up,
one of
buddy?
the in-game systems, Breach. If you played PoE 1,
Oh, this
you
is like
might
one of my
be familiar
favorite
with
mechanics.
Breach.
I
For
love
PoE 2,
Breach.
we have created sequels to several PoE 1 leagues. While the mechanic is familiar, the monsters, bosses, rewards, and progression are all new. A breach is a tear in the fabric of reality. Opening it will allow you to see the demons and otherworldly monstrosities that lie in wait on this other plane of existence. By engaging with a breach, you'll create a bridge between their world and Rayclast. In order to keep the breach open, you will need to kill the demons that pour forth. The faster you can kill the monsters, the more monsters you will fight, and the more loot you will find. You can also find clasped hands that will open and drop more items if you run over them. These can be a good boost to the rewards of the breach, so keep an eye out. One of the rewards that you may find while fighting monsters from Breach are tablets.
I'm wondering if they're going to do the whole second part of
Tablets are
Breach.
special items that can be used with precursor towers to add more encounters to the Atlas. Breaches will drop Breach tablets. Clicking on a completed tower will allow you to consume the tablet to add more breaches to areas within
more
range of the tower.
breaches.
This makes all
Okay.
the content in the Atlas self-sustaining. Want to do more breaches? Find the tablets, add them to your towers, get more breaches, getting more tablets. Soon your Atlas will be covered in other
Become Breach.
In addition, like all items in PoE, you can craft them. Use your currency to add
'Cause
mods
of course
to
you
your
can.
tablets, allowing you to upgrade all the breaches in range. Tablets can have up to 2 mods.
No,
These mods do
breaches with
things
an
like
R,
adding extra
chat.
rare monsters, extra clasped hands, or even monster density of breaches, allowing you to keep them open longer. Often, you will find multiple towers near to each other with overlapping areas of effect. This can allow you to rarely juice the mechanic by stacking the mods from multiple tablets.
Dude!
In your fight to
That-
hold the
oh,
breach
that's gonna be
demons at
wild.
bay, you may want to
Peaches,
use the
millions
powers
of
their
peaches.
world against them.
Peaches for me.
Each in-game mechanic always has player power that can only be gained from that mechanic, and Breach is no different. In Breach, you will find catalysts.
There they are.
Items that can increase the quality
Oh,
of
wait.
rings and amulets
Not yet.
by improving specific mobs. You can also find Breach Rings, a special base
Yep.
type that can have its quality improved by catalysts up to 50%. In this case, you could create a ring with around 170 life. Breach Rings can become some of the strongest rings in the game, giving you some good motivation to face the demon hordes. In
Okay.
addition, each endgame mechanic needs to have a pinnacle endgame encounter.
Here we
While
go.
killing breach monsters, you may find breach splinters.
Cool.
Collect enough of these and you'll be able to create a breach stone. Using a vile technology called the Realm Gate, you can use your breach stone to access their domain and bring the fight to them. In this twisted domain, you will find nothing but a single massive breach. Triggering it will reveal hordes of breach inhabitants.
Man, the timer's going down fast, though.
And should you be fast enough, you will be able to fight their leader, Zesht.
I don't
We
think that guy was
are
fast
one.
enough. Oh, this is Hanbro. Cool, okay. Gonna get handsy with you, bro. We who are one. Oh my god, look at those animations. Ooh.
This is just one of the pinnacle encounters of PoE 2. We won't be showing the rest of them, so you will have to discover them for yourself. But rest assured, this is some of the hardest content we have ever made. All of these encounters have specific uniques that can only be found from them, but that's not all. We still have the progression system. Defeating Zesht will give you points
Oh
to
my
allocate
God.
into the breach section of the Atlas tree. Allocating these points will make breaches and the breach domain even harder, but will give you more rewards. The small nodes will increase the difficulty of the twisted domain, while the large nodes have more specific bonuses. For example, this node adds more clasped hands to your breaches, and adds a pack of magic monsters that can guard them. Get some more points and you can allocate Waking Nightmare, which will double the number of splinters you get from clasped
Look at all those
hands,
boom
and equip
pals.
you with a mysterious debuff. In order to earn more points, you will need to defeat Zesht at a higher difficulty, and some rewards from Zesht can only be found by increasing the difficulty of the Twisted Domain above certain thresholds.
Dude, look how much
Defeating
look
Zesht
how
at difficulty
much the
4
health is
will
going
be a
down with every hit.
challenge indeed, but there are many more threats in Breakfast.
Spoilers, it wasn't a lot.
Ritual altars are sacrificial sites built by the mysterious King in the Mists. If you encounter this symbol on the Atlas, then you know that the area contains ritual altars. Ritual altars demand tribute. Every monster you slaughter in the circle will feed the altar. After the sacrifice, touch it to begin the ritual. The monsters you just killed will be resurrected by the King of the Mist's dark magic, and you must
Rude.
fight to survive.
Okay.
The tribute you have offered to the altar can be spent to buy powerful items, but they can be expensive. To gain more tribute, you will want to find more altars.
Okay.
Each successive ritual you do within
Cool.
an area will spawn the monsters revived by the previous ones, in addition to the ones you sacrifice next to it. By the end
Man,
of the area,
PoE 2 looks so different. I didn't even realize I was looking at that
imposing
mechanic
number
until
of
they brought that
foes,
interface
but will
up.
have a significant amount of tribute
That's
to
wild.
spend. One of the rewards you can buy with
Yeah, oh yeah,
tribute
this
are
is a PoE
omens.
1 thing.
These are special items that allow for meta crafting. Crafting items that affect other crafting items. Have an item with good prefixes but bad suffixes? This omen will help you to remove the mod you don't want,
Don't we all?
while keeping the
Come on
ones you do. There are a bunch more of these with different effects, but we will leave them for you to discover. Now don't forget that Ritual will also drop tablets, which can be used to specialize into getting more rituals. If you want to get to the pinnacle boss of Ritual, then you will probably want to use them. They can also be crafted to grant mods, making your rituals more rewarding. The pinnacle encounter of Ritual is the King in the Mists. Feared by the Asmeri people, he is said to have brought eternal darkness to the Wildwood. We won't show the encounter, but just like Breach, there are a range of unique items you can get for defeating him.
Oh,
And
okay.
you'll gain
I'm going to
points
mention
in
this
the
real quick to
ritual
anyone
section
that's
of the
watching
Atlas
this for the
tree.
first time. Do
Some
not
maps
think
have
you
been
need to
touched
do
by
or
insects.
know any
A
of this
mysterious
for PoE
entity
2.
has taken a special interest in you. Step
There's a
through the
huge
looking
amount of
glass
stuff in
and
this
you'll
game,
find your nightmares
but you
coming to
do
life.
not need to know all
When
this
you
stuff to
touch a
enjoy it.
mirror, the mists of delirium will spread
Yeah,
out across the area,
don't get
affecting
overwhelmed.
your mind.
Don't get
You must
overwhelmed.
stay within the mist
They're
and
going over
maintain
like
the nightmare,
all of the
which
stuff
is
we'll
as
be able to do.
profitable as it is
But
terrifying.
even the
Everything
first
you
game
kill will increase the
was pretty
rewards
good
they
about
drop.
introducing it to you at a
However,
relatively
the
slow
deeper
level.
into
So if
the
you're a
mist
new
you
player,
travel, the
like,
stronger the
don't think
monsters
you need to
are.
know all this
Be
stuff.
careful not to overstay your welcome.
You
Rare
certainly
and
didn't need to in the
unique
first one
enemies
half
will
of the
become
time.
vessels for terrifying demons, who will manifest out of them to unleash powerful attacks on strange crafting material. this strange crafting material.
Yeah, this game is
distilled
gigantic, dude.
emotions.
It's absolutely gigantic.
By combining these emotions, you are able to instill your amulet with a notable from the passive skill tree. This is like gaining an extra passive point for free, attached to your gear. They are also particularly great because you don't have to traverse the tree to get them, allowing you to get off-class bonuses that would normally be much harder to get.
Cool.
Distilled emotions can also be used
Yeah,
to
the
instill
anointment
your
system,
in-game maps,
the blight oils.
applying Delirious to them and adding additional difficulty and rewards, allowing you to further juice your in-game maps. The tablets you can find from Delirium can be used to further improve it, increase pack size, make the fog dissipate slower, or improve your progress towards the pinnacle encounter of Delirium.
Boom.
Speaking of which, every now and then you will find simulacrum splinters. The mysterious entity will create strange encounters based on warped versions of your own memories. Monsters and simulacrums come in waves that get progressively more difficult. You will receive loot at the end of each wave, and you will have to make the decision to leave now or continue on, facing up against even tougher foes from the mist.
Cool.
The bosses you will face as you get deeper into a simulacrum are truly terrifying.
Is there multiplayer in this game? Yes.
If you can complete
I don't know if they're doing PvP, but there's almost assuredly going to be co-op. There absolutely will be co-op. Yeah. I think they're doing up to 6 players.
Next up, we have Expedition.
Have they said anything about
Occasionally,
PvP?
while clearing corruption,
I think so, right?
you will encounter these Kalguran settlers.
Are there guilds? Yeah.
The Kalgurans have discovered ancient burial sites with lost Verisium artifacts, and they want you to help dig them up with explosives.
You know what? I never really liked this from PvE1. I'm going to be honest.
Can be found. Place explosives
This one was kind of
as best you
cool,
can
but
to dig up as many as possible. There is just one problem. Corruption has brought
Maybe they
the
improved it
corpses
for
of
this.
their ancestors to life, so you might have to do a little cleanup before you can reclaim the artifacts.
This is your favorite mechanic, Yellow? Nice. Nice.
You can also find remnants, the destruction of which will further anger the restless dead. Each one you blow up will make the subsequent monsters more powerful, but also more rewarding. Danig, Rog, Tujin, and Gwenin will exchange the artifacts for useful
Dang, those are
items
some
and
chonky
runic
crossbows.
magic. You can
I
also
like it.
find tablets to increase the number of expeditions and the rewards. This one increases the radius of explosives, while this one increases the number of remnants you will find. Eventually, you might discover a logbook. These are special maps full of buried treasure and relics, essentially one giant dig site. Here, you can create an extremely long chain of explosives and go through a very high number of remnants.
Oh
But be
my
careful.
lord.
Many remnants have mods that can really brick your build, so you will probably want to avoid these ones. If you add too many remnants, you could easily make the encounter harder than you can handle. There are all sorts of interesting things buried under the ground in logbooks. You might find dripping
Any idea how long this is today?
caves
I
and
think
hidden
until 5.
fire caches, but the most
Another-
powerful
just under an
encounter
hour.
is Olroth, the ancient undead commander of the Knights of the Sun. Defeating
Yo!
him will grant you unique rewards, as well as points to spend in the expedition section.
Oh, I
of
thought that was the dude in the intro for a second.
So those are the in-game systems on the Atlas.
Was it?
But we are not done yet. The trials we talked about earlier have much
You looked a little more
content when
knighty.
you get to in-game too. Just like the other in-game systems, they also have progression mechanics, unique rewards, and player power that can only be gained from them. As you get higher level coins for the Trial of the Sycamores, you will unlock more floors to explore. Each floor has its own challenging rooms and a floor boss that you will need to kill.
You know, I gotta say, there's a lot going on the
There are
screen
4
right
floors
now.
in total, leading
I can't
to another
imagine
pinnacle
playing
boss
this with
at the
6
end of the
people.
last floor, which can only be
Like,
accessed at endgame.
oh my god, especially
The Trial of the
endgame?
Sycamores
Oh my
is where you'll
god.
find jewels, which you can socket into your tree. These are like passives that you can craft with your currency items. They can be really powerful as they allow you to stack modifiers that may not be easily accessible on the tree normally. This jewel gives lightning damage and shock chance, for example.
6 totem builds, that's
There
right.
are quite a few jewel sockets on the tree, so
Oh,
it's possible
nice,
to
and they're in the
gain a lot of
highways.
power here.
Oh,
There are
that's
also other
cool.
types of
They
jewels
put them
that
in the
don't provide any
highways.
bonuses themselves, but affect other passives surrounding them. This jewel increases the effect of small nodes and radius by 25%. With careful placement in the
Cool.
tree, you could get a significant amount of power from it. There are also unique jewels available with very interesting effects, but you will have to find those for yourself. In order to push further into the trial and uncover the secrets of the Maraketh, you will want to take advantage of its progression system, relics. Relics are items that can be placed in the relic altar as you start the trial. They give special bonuses that affect the trial, making it easier and increasing its rewards. Of course, you can craft these with your currency items, making them even stronger. If you can
'Cause of
complete
course
the
you can.
entire trial overcoming all 4 floors, the final boss will reward you with one of many unique relics. These relics will be consumed when used on your next run, but can reward you with unique and powerful items. For example, this is the Last Flame. If you use it, you will have only 1 honor for the entire trial, so you will need to do a completely hitless run.
I was gonna say,
The
please
Trial
just
of
die right at
Chaos
the beginning.
also extends into the endgame. As you gain inscribed ultimatums of higher and higher levels, the number of chambers that you can go through increases. In true Vaal style, this allows you to take even more risks for even more rewards. At endgame, you can progress through up to 10 chambers with 3 bosses on a single run. Stacking 10 tribulations on top of each other will make this a significant challenge, but it's worth it. The Trial Master will tempt you with items of the Vaal Empire,
I
such
see
as
some people.
Vaal Orbs.
Well,
Vaal Orbs
and
are
I want to
powerful
talk, but I also
crafting
don't want to
items
interrupt.
that corrupt your gear with random, mysterious outcomes. Corruption prevents an item from being modified further, so it has to be the last step of your craft. But it's also the most impactful one. For example, if you use one on your body armor, it might add a new powerful enchantment, or it might re-roll up to half of its modifiers. Vaal Orbs also have the ability to add a socket, allowing you to bypass the normal restriction of how many sockets an item can have. A body armor could get up to 3 sockets this way, allowing for a significant number of mods.
Oh no.
Vaal Orbs can even modify uniques. Adding enchantments or sockets to uniques can make them incredibly
good. Quill
powerful,
Rain attacks
but
me.
there
That's
is a
what
good
it needed.
chance that you will break them as well. The Trial Master will also occasionally offer you soul cores. Originally formed by Chaos, the Vaal sought to replicate soul cores through human sacrifice rituals and blood magic to power their civilization. Soul cores are powerful socketable items, with mods that cannot be obtained from regular runes. Like all endgame content, there is of course a pinnacle boss. The final chamber will drop keys to this mysterious door. Some say this is where the Trial Master himself resides. Perhaps you are willing to take the risk to find out.
It's his apartment.
Had enough yet? Because there is still just one more thing. The most
You open the door and he's like
content in Path
watching,
of
you know,
Exile
Silo
2.
hanging out with a bowl of
While
popcorn.
mapping,
He's
you
like,
might
what
come
the
across
f-
this
How did you get that
fortress
key?
that
What?
has emerged from underground, surrounded by an enormous maze riddled with danger. Is the maze preventing something from getting in, or something getting out? This fortress is of ancient origin, and its construction has similarities to the towers and tablets that you have been using on your journey through the endgame. It is clear from the entrance that there are 3 keys required to enter. Local factions are vying for access to the fortress in order to seize the power they believe will be inside. Each of the faction's leaders have managed to get their hands on one of the keys, so you will need to defeat them. Each faction is led by an Uber-Act boss. You can see one of them inhabiting the city, but in order to fight him, you will first need to defeat their 2 lieutenants in the adjacent zones. Be careful. If you fail against either of the lieutenants, or to kill the leader, they will move on, and you will need to find them again. Kill all the Uber bosses and you will gain access to the fortress. We aren't going to spoil it, as we can't wait to see you guys attempt it for the first time. But is there a tree you get points in after killing it? Of course there is. This is Path of Exile. There is always another tree.
So these are your challenges for PoE 2. As you can see, this project is crazy huge, way bigger than even we expected when we started out. But how do you gain access? Well, during early access you'll need a key to get in. To thank our existing PoE supporters who have spent more than $480, we'll be giving you guys a key for the PC version for free.
People spend over $480 on this
game?
game?
One by purchasing one of the new early access supporter packs that have just been released to the store. If you just want early access to PoE 2, then you can get a key in the $30 early access pack. The pack also comes with $30 of points to spend in the MTX store.
Oh my god, look at that
We
little
also
thing.
have a variety of other supporter packs filled with exclusive microtransactions, points to spend in the store, and even physical items. The cosmetics can be used.
Has Cohh ever gotten one of those?
PoE
Dude, I have like
1 and in
6
Path
of those
Exile 2
shirts.
when early access
I love them.
starts. Most of this footage has been recorded in Path of Exile 1, since that's where you can use them immediately. The Lord of Ogham supporter pack contains a cosmetic armor set befitting of the Count of Ogham himself. There is also a matching back attachment which has an alternate variant depicting the influence of corruption. Also in this pack you can find a portal formed of the rusted armor of the fallen soldiers in the Red Veil of Ogham.
Cool.
And the offspring of a vicious Crowbell boss found in the hunting grounds. This one doesn't look so vicious though. On top of that, you'll receive the Iron Count's Zweihander to apply
What
to
is
your
this?
one-handed
This is how
and two-handed
PoE makes money.
swords.
That's what you're watching
For
right
those who
now.
are wanting to decorate your hideouts with fond memories
This
and
is their
tales
bread
of
and
Path
butter.
of Exile's history, you will also get a series of hideout statues. This pack contains the
I like how they do it.
statue of
They put a
For
lot of
Path of
effort into
Exile
it,
1's closed
and
beta, each
the
pack
cosmetics
contained
generally
a
look
true
awesome.
New Zealand icon,
So,
the Kiwi.
yeah.
Following this tradition, all packs in this series will also contain a new themed Kiwi pet. The pet will loyally
Oh
follow
no,
you
the
into battle.
early
but run away at the
access
first
you will
sign of
need to buy into, but when PoE 2 comes out, it
Become
will
the
be free to
ruler
play.
Of the desert with the king of the
So the
Pharaohs
reason
supporter
that this is here is because the game will
Show
be
your
free.
mastery of traversing the sands of the Vasteri
Like I
plains.
said, this is how they make their money.
Body armor will allow you to glide along the ground with ancient sand magic. Now each armor set comes with body armor, boots, gloves, and helmet, but the boots are covered in sand. If you'd prefer to show them off, you can turn the gliding off if you want.
Okay.
The accompanying back attachment.
Do we know
equips
the
you with
date for the
two
final
powerful
release? No,
pillars
but
that
EA
can
starts
control and
December 6th.
manipulate lightning. They will periodically release their energy in a powerful blast while in town.
That's why they're doing a
and hover in
sponsor stream
circle
here
around
and
you,
all
arcing
across
lightning
Twitch.
between them,
A
forming
lot
a
of people are
barrier of
sponsored right
energy.
now because they're drumming up the big EA
Replace
release
the
in like
appearance of any bow with the
2
Pharaoh's
weeks.
glory
Like, oh,
skin.
we're almost there.
Or replace the appearance of a spear with the Tyranny's End spear skin. This spear skin can be applied to staves and war staves in Path of Exile 1. If you want to truly show your worth as a king of the Pharaoh,
also this. Good
then
point.
you definitely need your trusty moving entire city fortress known as the Dreadnought to travel across the Vasteri plains. In Path of Exile, you can decorate your hideout however
Awesome.
you like, and it's
Okay,
no
I'm getting
exception
that.
here. It
Yeah.
comes with a variety of thematic elements to use, or use decorations from elsewhere in the game. Additionally, you will get the Deshret's Blessing level up effect. The King of the Faradin Kiwi pet. And last but not least, a statue depicting the Vile Oversoul from Path of Exile 1.
Oh, cool.
For those who
Look
don't
at
know
that.
how supporter packs work, each pack comes with all of the cosmetics from the previous tier, so you'll get all the items from the
I might
Lord
have
of
to do at
Honor
least
supporter pack
one
as well.
like Pimp My Hideout stream.
The Thaumaturge of the Vile
Like
supporter
really
pack
really
features
try to
an
make
armor
something
set
fun. We did
and
that one
back
time in the
attachment
first game. It was a
themed
lot of
around
fun.
the Vile and their pursuit of science and progress. You can find the S.T.A.L.K.E.R weapon effect in this pack, which causes thaumaturgic energy harnessed from sacrifice to spill from your weapon. This pack also contains Doryani's Idol. It replaces the default appearance of any foci to an ancient relic once used by Doryani, and this can be applied to shields in Path of Exile 1. That's not the only Vile weapon you'll find. It also contains the Wand of the Thaumaturge skin, and the Royal Sacrifice Dagger skin.
Hey,
You wouldn't think to put sacrificial gems
sorry to
on
get
a
off topic.
Kiwi, but the
YouTube, your
Vile
stream
do.
looking okay?
Thaumaturge
It's
of
got a
the
weird
Vile supporters
error
will
on my
receive the
dashboard.
Thaumaturge of the Vile Kiwi pet. And the Statue of Dominus. This is also the first pack in the series with a physical item. When purchasing this pack, you'll receive a Path of Exile 2 logo t-shirt. But if you don't want one, you can opt
you.
out and return for additional
It said something about
points
like
to spend in the store.
throttling the bandwidth due
Becoming a
to
Warlord of the Karui supporter will grant
inconsistency,
you
and
an
I'm
armor
like,
set
but
and
everything's
back
been
attachment
consistent.
adorned in jade carvings and
Great, thank you.
iridescent feathers resembling power. Enough to even impress the ancestral gods, specifically Tukohama, the Karui god of war.
Am I playing this? Oh god, yes, dude. Yeah,
Overkill, you say?
we're going to be doing a
The
big
Karui
playthrough
people
of this.
disagree.
Yes, I'm very
Why not
excited
drop
to play
a
this.
gigantic totem on rare enemies you slay to crush them to a pulp. Replace your crafting bench in your hideout with the Ancestral Canoe crafting bench, where Ancestral Chief Marta will summon a giant canoe manned
Especially
by
after the
Karui
recent
warriors
major expansion of
to
another
aid in your
ARPG that I
crafting
did.
designs.
I am chomping at the bit for like I want my
You'll also get a pair
next
of
big
weapon
ARPG experience. And this
Equip
is it.
Akoya's
Like there's no
felling
question
axe
this is
skin
it.
to your one-handed
No
or
question.
two-handed axes.
Oh,
or
here's what I was going to talk about earlier.
To your
Okay.
one-handed or two-handed maces.
Something about PoE, I saw people discussing this, and we've talked about this a lot in PoE 1, but this applies to
A
PoE 2
true
as well.
Karui
A
warlord is
big thing
always
about this
accompanied by
game
their trusty
is
Kiwi.
that it
Equipped with
looks
armor and
like
harnessing
it's
ancestral
incredibly
magic, they make
deep.
the perfect sidekick.
And a lot of people get super concerned about
Once
that
one
because
of the
they
most
put
feared
all of
beings in
the
Rayclast,
things
Malachi
you're
was
seeing
slain by
in
a powerful
Serial
exile.
or
May
in
the statue
Depth.
commemorate the virtue of Exile's past, present,
But a good way
and
to think
the
about this
future.
game is not like that at all. Think of it more
course,
like
it's
an
not all about dressing up
MMO
in game.
with
You'll
tons
want to
of
look
different
good in real life
activities
too.
to do.
By
So
becoming
it's
a
not like you
warlord
need
of
to
the
know
Karui
one
supporter,
to
you'll
do
also get
another.
a Path
Like
of Exile 2 hoodie.
you don't ever need to be worried
Our final
about
tier of supporter
not
pack in the
knowing
series is the
something
Liberator of Rayclast
to have a good
supporter
time.
pack.
It's more just
The Liberator
anything
of
you
Rayclast
do
armor set
will
and
be
back
new,
attachment come
interesting,
made
and
with the
fun to
finest
do.
materials in
You don't
Rayclast.
need to know it
And shattered
to
glass
enjoy
mosaics
it.
suspended
You
in
don't
divine
need to
power.
understand it to participate in it.
Set up
And the
your base
game,
operations in the Beacon of
clearly
Salvation
this one,
hideout.
is taking a huge
Why
approach at making
restrict
sure everything
yourself
just kind
to
of
one island
works,
when you
so
can
you don't have to
liberate more?
stress about that.
The Beacon of
So
Salvation
that's what I'm
hideout comes
seeing
equipped
from
with
everything
your
on
own
this.
collection of small
And
islands
even PoE 1 was the same
personal
way.
operators of
Don't get me wrong, they're complex and deep. that's what this game is. But not nearly as much as people like. Don't let that scare you. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, definitely give it a try. If it looks at all
Everyone in
engaging.
your hideout can use their own boat.
Many people are very pleasantly surprised. And what the hell are these?
You can also get the Window to Twilight portal effect. A beautiful mosaic.
But anyway, yeah, I saw you guys discussing that, so I wanted to kind of add into that a little bit.
As you approach it. As you walk away, the glass magically reforms back to its original form.
That's fun.
Rule and style with the Throne of the Ruler map device. Sure, this map device can create portals to in-game maps, but it also comes with a throne you can sit on to oversee your growing kingdom. Look down on the plebeians running your maps.
10 years, dude.
Being the Liberator, though, is not just about sitting in
Thank
your
you, Big
throne
Bear.
all day.
Thank you so much.
If you do decide to join the fight yourself, you can leave a High Priest in charge as your second in command.
Okay. So Mouseup says, I hear you say it's more accessible than PoE 1, but it looks more complicated to someone who's not played. The one thing I want to add about that is, here's the thing. There is an equal amount of content in this. But as most PoE 1 players will tell you, the way they've designed their new systems, especially their skill system, their equipment system, their suggestion system, like all that stuff, the way they're doing, you know, switching out nodes on the highways, it is going to be a different experience playing this game as a new player. Like, it was so easy in PoE 1 if you didn't know what you were doing. To get to mess up your character, this one is completely changing how that works from the looks of it.
Amazing concept art and lore produced during the long and exciting journey of Path of Exile 2's development. And finally, Path
looks
of
like they
Exile
took the
has
new
a
player
tradition of
experience to
letting the
heart.
community participate and
At least it
designing
looks
game
like it. I
features.
can't wait to try it and see if
The
that's the
Path of
case.
Exile 2 will be adding
But it looks
the
like
Twilight Order foil reliquary.
Which is kind of exactly what I was hoping they would do. So this is pretty
By
great.
becoming a Liberator of Ray class supporter,
What class am I going to be
once
playing?
Path of Exile
Mercenary.
2 is
Going to be
released,
starting with
you'll
Merc.
be able to select any unique item you have found and be able to drop it from the reliquary. Once players have submitted their items,
Yeah,
keys
controller
to the
support? I think I'm going to try
reliquary will
controllers
start
with this game.
dropping,
I think it'd be
and other
really
players will
fun.
be able to find foil versions of
Kind of like
uniques
playing
that you've
Ascent,
submitted,
if you guys remember
along
that
with a
game.
message for the lucky player. The more players submit the same unique, the more chances there will be for the reliquary to drop them. So choose wisely. Now, almost all of these items are available to use in PoE 1 right now. There are a few exceptions where the item class clearly doesn't exist.
Yes, there's
such as
Wasted now,
crossbows or
Julia.
flails. And there are also a few microtransactions on weapon types that are unavailable in PoE 2 at the start of early access.
Oh, I loved Last
Use
Epoch
those
with a
weapon types
controller.
are added,
Yeah,
those
I'm looking forward to trying
microtransactions will be
PoE 2 with
available
it.
to use. If you can't decide which supporter pack to choose yet, you can always start with the early access supporter pack that just includes a key and some points to spend in the store.
Is there any kind of character
Then
creation?
you can upgrade to any of the
Not
following
really.
tiers at a later
No.
date.
You play a
These
predefined
supporter packs
character.
will be available for purchase throughout
There's a
early
huge amount of
access.
character customization
We'd really
in
like to
terms
thank
of your
you for your
build
ongoing
and
support.
everything,
Without you guys,
but not
Path of Exile 2 would not
customization in
happen.
terms of appearance or anything like that.
Now,
At least
I'm sure you guys
there
have a
didn't
lot of
used to be.
questions. Stick around, because coming up next we have a live Q&A with
Yeah,
CED.
I don't think they're reinventing the wheel on that one. Okay, they did confirm they're not doing any more. Okay, good. It's just like the first one. For those who don't know, Ziggy D is actually a streamer.
To the
He's a really cool dude,
discussion
and
Q&A.
if you are a PoE
Hope
fan, you
you'll
should definitely
enjoy
follow
what
him.
you've seen so far. It's been pretty exciting for us here as well, as you guys have been inspired already just watching things, and you're already cooking a new ascendancy
I'm gonna give him a shout out real quick.
You've got to do design whenever you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's been a few fun moments here already, but I'm your host Ziggy D, and I'm joined by Jonathan and Mark to talk about everything you've seen. Honestly, it's so much.
I mean, we were really keen to make sure that when we went into early access that people didn't feel like it was just, limping along and kind of, because it was certainly a mission to get all that stuff in.
Yeah, I did come here expecting that there would be, maybe a basic mapping placeholder end game and your 3 acts and the half the classes, but
oh god, did I just shout out the wrong
made a
person?
decision here clearly that's got to go the core PoE player community in mind.
Hold on.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we have to make sure, look, Path of Exile's
think it's
endgame is
Ziggy
kind of
Live.
known for the fact that you get to choose between different types of content, and that, some people enjoy one thing, some people enjoy another, and I feel like that choice is like a huge part of what makes
Sorry,
it good.
Ziggy.
So if we didn't have that
There
when
we
we
go.
entered endgame, then I don't think that would
I have
be...
to wait to give another shout out.
That wouldn't be a Path of Exile endgame. So that's
100%,
kind of what we have to make sure of. So we kind of said, okay, well, what is the minimum number of different in-game things you need to be able to have in order to be able to actually have a viable in-game that you feel like you get different choices?
Yeah, I just gave some
And,
random guy like
that's how we
11,000
envelop what we
followers.
I definitely feel like
Whoops. Uh-oh.
like
release, you know, and their campaigns intact and real good. You get to the end game and it just falls real flat.
Yeah.
And it was certainly a very important moment for us when we were like, hold on, that's the wrong thing to do. Like, let's not make the same mistake as everyone else. Let's pivot. And we actually did that, and like it made a world of difference and made the game all of a sudden, you know, 100 times bigger with an infinite amount more content, right?
It was definitely hard though, because like, okay, like it's like we're progressing. It's like we would have made it. We would have gotten, you know, all these acts in if we hadn't have changed direction. It's like to actually say, you know what, we're going to specifically not finish this content that we'll be working on, you know, that we you know, it's like pens down everyone. We're stopping work on this. We're going to move over to endgame because it's actually more important. Like that was certainly a hard one.
That would have been some whiplash there, I imagine.
For sure. Well, I mean, it's like suddenly the whole, you know, like environment art team, it's like, you know, they're all just like, whatever you're working on, just scrap. You don't want to scrap, but, you know, like just stop it. we're doing something else.
Delete the files! Burn them!
For a lot of the developers,
print them out and shred
them. Think, like, a lot of our developers have just been working on this campaign for, what is it now, 6 years?
Like, I think it's even longer, actually.
Yeah, it's like just this epic journey, whereas none of them, you know, a lot of these people haven't been working on Path of Exile 1 this whole time, where so some of us are like, you know, we're just churning out endgame with every league and doing all of that, but for a lot of these people, a lot of these developers, yeah, it was quite jarring to swap over, but everyone embraced it. You know, we talked about it, everyone was happy about it and stoked about it, and it just ended up coming out real awesome. So
I think it's landed well, and it definitely kind of blew me away when you. So even before I saw anything, we were in the car on the drive here, and you were just info dumping all of the end game. You're like, oh, we got this feature, we got this feature. I'm getting dopamine just from hearing about it. I haven't even seen anything yet.
That's great.
But do you guys feel like you're competing against yourselves a little bit here? Because Path of Exile's kind of set the bar. The original game has set the bar for what is available to endgame in a game like this, and it makes it's not acceptable really to launch with just nothing in terms of endgame now.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, like if you're not competing with yourself, then I don't think you're going to make good progress, right? So that's what you really.
There we go. That's the right one, Chad.
But cracking that out for beta even.
Yep, absolutely.
Pretty
well, as
exciting.
I said, I just think it would not have landed nearly as well without that. And I think it's important that our existing Path of Exile 1 community feels like they're also served. Like, yeah, sure, we're doing all this stuff for new players, and that's really important, and that'll expand the audience. But, you know, if we launched and all the PoE 1 players are unhappy, that wouldn't be good. So, you know, we have to make sure that they also feel like, you know, they've got a game for both them and for all the new players we hope to bring to the genre.
And you definitely want all those different axes as well. Like just having two, right? You'll get a lot of content can be immediately divisive, right? Obviously, that's the nature of it. That's how it goes, right? And so you have all of these different avenues because there are different players who like different types of content. So if you're just like, here's your one end game system, well, immediately then there is a portion of players who are just like, I don't want this, right? And so having all of these options is like ultra key, and that is what Path of Exile 1 has taught us. And again, it's like, I'd say lessons learned, you know, for the genre, and it is expanding in other games and stuff. But yeah, certainly, as you said, competing with ourselves, yes, PoE 1 has like, you know, 40 axes, you know, and we've got 7 really good ones here, and obviously more to come. But 7 is a lot, mind you.
Especially when it's all like, you know, like people have to learn a lot of things again. It's going to be very interesting to see how long it takes people to do the kind of difficulty 4 pinnacle content.
Somebody's saying you should see drops on the channel.
We have to, it's honestly like we actually don't even really know because
drops
like,
should be on.
What people are going to find in terms of builds and so on. Like I'm hoping that it will take people a while to be able to work it out. But you know, you never know. Maybe end of day 1, people just be like, oh yeah, easy, no problem, mate. You know, could be what it's like.
We have a few people that are doing that sort of thing. I saw like a solo self found level 100 in 24 hours or something.
Jeez. Okay, we got this is where we've got it now, is it?
So but I imagine there'll be a little bit of a soft reset there for people.
For sure.
A relearning period.
There's stuff to learn.
And I mean, PoE 2 has changed a lot over the years, so more than 5 years of development now. And what was that initial pitch when PoE 2 was first put forwards, like as to what it's going to be? Because it was much smaller in scope originally.
Yeah, so when we started, it wasn't even a sequel. It was just we're just updating the character rigs, and over time, it kind of feature creeped into a proper sequel. But the thing that we were saying is, whenever we were talking about the main thing, is that we're like, okay,
a model replacement feature creeped into a second game.
That there's like a theme for it.
Was that
unique from everything else?
Okay,
we're not going to just like have recycled stuff like
that's
the campaign
that's a little bit of
oh, you know, we just took this area and modified it slightly. You know, each one's got to have its own stuff. It's got to have monsters that were like carefully thought about that, like, you know, fit in with the world, and it's got to have bosses that are actually like good tier quality.
I know.
In every area is going to have it. So those decisions have kind of been things that have meant that.
Oh, I made a PoE 2. Dang it.
They really raised the quality bar to a level that took us way longer than we even really expected. Like,
I gotta get me a PoE 2 hoodie.
Those things there, just like it's huge, right? Like, honestly, I feel like we underestimated significantly what it would take to deliver that level of quality.
I remember really early on, a battle I fought for, and I mean like way back, was like, if you think back to, say, Diablo 2, which obviously still holds a lot of, you know, power in terms of design motivations and philosophy and stuff within the company, you get things like the super uniques, and PoE 1 did them, and it's just like, here's a boss with 1 or 2 skills. And I remember very, very, very early on in PoE 2, I'm like, I want every single boss to be memorable and a thing. I don't want a unique monster that's just like dies in 2 seconds and uses heavy strike and has a fancy name. And
I like it.
I remember. I mean, I even got some push.
Poor Caliph.
I got some. I remember getting some pushback at the time and thinking, like, you know, I love the bosses. My favorite part of everything.
Yes.
You know? So I was just like, man, I don't want this. This is just terrible. And
what we're watching now is something
that
PoE
decision,
is
me pushing for
always
that, me
been good
wanting
at.
that, turned into this megalithic.
What have you done?
Now we have 50, aiming to be 100. Honestly, probably later, several more 100 once all the end games, everything start to evolve and more expansions comes out. And I'm like, yep, we maybe just made, you know, 100 times more work for ourselves, but 100% bloody worthwhile, because I'd say those bosses are one of the main, you know, attraction pieces of the game. And anyone who plays it is just like, holy crap, those boss fights are amazing. So, like, you know, obviously some are bad and some are good to different people and all that. That's how it all goes. That's part of all the fun. But it is true that me pushing for that thing literally created thousands and thousands and
December
thousands
6th,
of hours
Mr.
of
Peach.
work. Now, worthwhile work, but it is again that exact thing of like, the scope was kind of small on numerous axes, and as we just raised it and raised the quality bar to what we thought was good, it certainly went from, you know, what was it initially, just reskinning some character classes and new rigs or whatever, into this like mega scale entire campaign, everything.
Yeah, dude, the chats that they do in the interviews, it's
fun
it's so obvious that the developers are really passionate about their game, and it spills through. Like, this is not a paycheck to these guys, and you can tell that, and it's
I've never been a
awesome.
fan of these code names.
I love it.
It was this like,
it's a very Ziggy is a great host, and all these interviews are enjoyable.
Sometimes there'll be a feature you can't really do in PoE 1, and it was always like,
it feels very. There's like no corpo talk. There's no like
the developers.
It's
and
just
people were like, what the heck?
it's kind of Larian-y. Yeah,
Now,
not quite as produced as Larian, but it has the same
There's a
vibe.
boss in Act 3 called. Well, it's got a different name, but it's called the Chimera internally. It is a chimera. It's a multi-headed beast, and you've seen it in a few of the marketing, you know, things here and here, different trailers, little snippets of it.
They're gamers
I
first.
think it's just
I like
ironic
that.
That was actually the first boss asset made. Before everything,
They do
the
seem
first
like
monster,
gamers that are
because
making
back in when we
games and not
used
the
to
other
just
way
make
around,
random
right?
monsters, and we'll find out how to use them. And that was made for that game. It was used in the original PoE 2 trailer.
Nevia, December 6th for EA.
It is the only incomplete, technically, but only from a balance standpoint, or was the last boss to finish in the entire Path of Exile campaign right now.
It sounds like there was like some sort of emotional.
Are they independent? Not exactly.
Like
Grinding
the
Gear Games
legacy
does
of
have some
the
very
original
large
idea
investors,
and-
including Tencent.
We had a moment with the monster game designers where we're like,
They're
oh my God,
well-
it's happening.
they're
The
well
Chimera is
financed
finally
these
being
days.
finished. Holy, this is like, we were effectively like, we need to celebrate this boss finally being done. It was like at the origin, and now it's at this, you know, point where.
And for the record, they've been under Tencent for years now. Years and years, and it didn't change anything about their models or
It's
anything.
still the beginning of a journey in many ways.
For anyone worried about that.
But on that note of celebrating, like, how do you guys feel having now kind of, for the first time, I feel really like laid bare kind of everything you have. You're putting it out there, and
Tencent has been basically hands off, and I think that was
everyone playing.
from the sounds of it.
Well, it's
I
always
don't think they've
scary,
ever officially said it, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like that was part of the deal. Because they obviously, if they've had influence, it's nothing we've seen.
And that experience
like
is
all of their
something
stuff has
that's,
been identical
like,
pre and post purchase. So
yeah, like it's tough. And honestly, I think that even we
and Tencent's kind of the same way. Yeah, like Val just said, Tencent's the same way with digital extremes and Warframe. They're kind of, they like to sit back and make their money as long as the games are doing well, and more power to them. Awesome.
to get a game released. But honestly, like
That's great.
PoE2 was just a whole entirely different demon.
The more the devs can do
as
what
far
they
as
want to
getting
do,
things out,
the
right?
better.
Like it's just way
Especially
more
if the
difficult.
resources
Like, when you
coming in
actually have to
let
make
them do new things they
everything,
couldn't do before.
Like the whole freaking thing right from the ground up again. It's like, wow, there's way more stuff there. And like there's even things like the passive tree where it's like, I feel like we underestimated what it would take to get something like that to an actual releasable state. Like that was a huge amount of work, just like absolutely colossal to get it to to get that kind of stuff in shape. Like it's just been crazy. Yeah, like obviously it's nerve-wracking, coming up to coming up to a release day. But I think we do have something that players are going to really enjoy, and like it's always comforting when I mean we had a live event in LA recently. People, we got to the time limit and everyone's like, oh man, we don't want to stop. So like I think people are going to really enjoy it.
It's been a whole different experience for me here playing this time around as well, whereas before I was playing a very buggy kind of internal version of the game that was very experimental. Now playing almost what I'm going to be playing. In
Well, I heard you still managed to blow the count up the elevator with some kind of knockback.
I really like.
Yeah, we have to get that one.
I did send the Act 1 boss up an elevator with knockback. It was good.
Intended mechanic.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He was in his like big wolf form and kind of trapped in there. So
is there an audio desync? A little bit of one.
Through the wood. I'm sure there's a few things to work out over this next 2 weeks. I hope the team can have a little bit of a rest for a day before they get back into it. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's been a lot. So you've done that pivot to the end game focus and got so much for us now to play around with in the beta. And it seems like originally I was thinking, we might be playing for a few weeks here and then, maybe going back over to some Path of Exile 1 stuff. But it seems like you guys want us playing through Christmas.
That would certainly be good. Look, there's enough stuff there. I think it will take people a long time to get through.
Yep.
And I mean, obviously, it's also going to be the first time people are playing through a completely fresh campaign as well. I think that will take people a fair amount of time. There's and then of course the end game as well to explore. I mean, it should be pretty significant.
I would say from the sounds of it.
I mean, we've always wanted it to be that Path of Exile 2 leagues, are going to be, like how PoE1 leagues are, where you play them and you play them for a reasonable amount of time, and then sure you get done with them eventually, and then you've got the next content that comes out. So in order to be able to realize that, you have to have enough of a base to make that happen.
Yeah, people are definitely wondering how invested they can get in the beta. So I definitely want to ask a few questions kind of around that idea. Firstly, is there going to be wipes and resets, and will there be something before launch as well?
So we are going to be having new leagues effectively throughout the beta whenever we launch something significant.
Okay.
Because, we want to make sure that all of the effectively that people are able to play through. But that stuff will be merged into an early access league, and effectively after we go into full release, that league will stick around. Now, I can't promise that everything about your character will function exactly like how it did in that thing.
I imagine it will be a glorious kind of snapshot of all of the here's all the broken stuff. Yeah.
But effectively, we can contain all that stuff in the sort of early access league, and then if you still want to play those characters, then you can go right ahead and do that. But the action is always going to be in whatever the most recent league is, and then of course after that point there'll be a standard that everything goes into, which all our economic sins will forevermore be archived in the in standard. So
how long's the beta? EA? They haven't said.
Well, it's nice that it's not going to be affecting what will be.
As they're saying, at least 6 month minimum, but until it's however long they need.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
I mean, there's
said.
even something kind of cool about the idea of making something that will be like that little historical piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little collectible.
Absolutely. And I'm sure there'll be some handful of legacy things that only exist in early access leagues. So, I guess we'll have to see what gives a unique balance.
You talked about the, playing for a week or how long are we expecting?
Yeah.
Well, we also got to remember, and a lot of the PoE1 players will be thinking very differently to people who are obviously going to experience this as a new game, but it is a new game, right? You don't have all these predefined, hyper-refined builds to play to immediately, go through things. You don't have people coming in with fully detailed 7 million line build guides of exactly what to do with what items. The discovery is going to be there. The discovery takes time, and the discovery
it's gonna be
is
a lot of fun, dude.
Ultra fun.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Now, those things will emerge after time. Of course they do. Completely fine. But you just got to remember, there's a lot of game to play here to discover, to learn about the world, the new narratives, the new world building, the new unique items, the ascendancy classes, the massive passive tree, which is bigger than PoE1's, the, end game systems, the bosses, it's not going to be this, personally, when a PoE1 league comes out, for example, I play for a month. Sometimes a bit longer, sometimes a bit less. It ultimately also depends largely what's going on here and how much I need to invest here. So, and there are other people who play for more like 3 and whatnot, but
Bootcamp says, is it bad that I'm scared? Diablo 4 was a flop for me.
Play this for while still
You do not
new
need to be
stuff
worried
and not
about
feel like
that
you're
with
finished. You know what I mean? Now, of course, you see that subjective.
No,
everyone can
you do
take
not
their
need
own
to be
point
worried
when they
at all.
finish. But if you want to see everything and do everything, you're going to be investing a lot more time, especially these first-time rounds. And then, obviously, with every league, there's more to discover. But you get faster at doing all these parts over and over and over again. You'll get more efficient over time. That's how the game works. So, yeah, I'd expect a lot of time to be sunk into this to fully explore it to start with, like a lot. Not a week, not 2 weeks. You're going to be going far, far longer than that if you want to see everything. But, it's up to you. Play at your own pace. See how you want to go. Learn at your own pace. That's the beauty of a new game as well, which we haven't been able to experience with Path of Exile 1, or other games and for so long, is actually discovering the entire world. And, yeah, there's some familiar mechanics at the end game and stuff like that, which is awesome for people. But, I certainly want I'm very excited to see people discovering the new things and getting so excited about it.
I can tell you're amped for watching people go through that discovery process. I'm maybe even diving in yourself
100%.
I love sitting there in Path of Building, as many of us do. But
Trojan, I feel a bit hesitant about Wassid. Neverline twin stick thoughts
process for a while.
You were part spreadsheet.
I'm not sure how it's going to feel yet. We're going to have to see.
I'm like maybe.
I don't really have like a good answer to that because we're really going to have to see how it's
There's my
implemented.
play archetype.
But it is optional. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. So you can just point and click if you prefer.
For both of Exile characters.
The discovery part of me is ultra excited.
I'm going to be trying Controller. I am very excited to try Mercenary with Controller.
I'm still, because there's
I think
something
that's going
different
to be
about making
cool.
it
I love this
versus
game
actually
called The
playing it
Ascent,
live with the
and I'm kind of
players,
hoping I can get a similar
seeing them
vibe.
discover
And
it.
I think
You
if we
need to be
can, that'll
logged
be
in chat
great.
and on Reddit and all of that is
I'll
just
be
so
all
so
over that.
cool. So we're going to get a massive dose of that, and it is like genuinely exciting.
When's the full
to
release?
See how people are going to think. What's
EA
worth
December
one
6th,
chaos
and they're
what's worth
anticipating a
10 chaos,
6 month
what's worth a
plus development time.
If chaos is
chaos
even the metric.
is chaos even the currency that people settle on?
We were arguing about this earlier.
I'm pretty sure that one C spam in chat might turn into one E because, one Exalt. Given that Exalt is now,
I think it'll be chaos.
People probably
ad remove will still be.
People don't appreciate, by the way. So when we say we've increased, you're going to be getting multiple Exalts in Act 1. In PoE 2, we actually have increased that a lot. It isn't just like an idle,
I can see Exalts becoming the new kind of like chaos.
And
actually, chaos being the new divide.
I actually agree.
Sounds about right. Yep.
But we'll see.
That's my point.
But it's a new economy, right? Who even knows? The market will have to.
But I like that we're already arguing.
Yeah, you can't trade gold. Gold's a big part of the game, but you can't trade it.
So, do you have some kind of beta release roadmap for updates and things like that for people to look forward to? With that?
We certainly did have one 6 months ago when we were, but now that we're sort of getting to release, it's like, oh my god,
Eric, we will do more Factorio in the future. Yes,
I don't think
I'm not done
less than 6 months. I think it could easily end up being more. I certainly don't want to. 2025. I think really want to be full release in 2025. I don't really want to be spending more than a year. That would be pretty crazy. But honestly, we have to get all the content finished and all that sort of stuff. We always feel like we underestimate these things, and of course we have to learn what we need to learn. We have to get the game to the point when
you have to play PoE 1 before 2. No, not at all.
We have to make sure that all of the things we've got the difficulty right for all the players, we've got the economy right, all the stuff. There's a lot of things that we're going to.
It depends on if you're a huge lore
nerd.
nerd.
Feeling that the first few weeks,
if you want to know every character and all of that, then you might want to do a run of PoE 1 first. But let's be real, the game is not. The game has amazing lore, but it's not about
scary.
So
because it's just
you don't. I would say you don't
need
to
PoE 1. It's
unless you have a specific urge to know all the lore.
Tested and people know kind of what's going on with it. But here it's just complete new world, and we're the kind of game that has a lot of ability for players to do stuff that we wouldn't anticipate. We have just the way support gems work and everything like that. So there's certainly a lot of worry that there's just going to be builds that are completely ridiculous that we just never anticipated with combining certain
there absolutely
ways
will.
We don't expect, with
100%
support gems that can be like that. So that's going to be an interesting one.
It will happen.
Yeah, for sure.
It is inevitable, right? There's nothing we can even do about it because you'd need hundreds and thousands of hours of testing to be able to do that with what can only be done with hundreds of thousands of players. But that's also the magic of it all, which is awesome.
That's why I was asking you, like, are you literally really doing 12 classes and 36 sentences, like, actually?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's absolutely.
Hydra says, the game has amazing lore. How come I haven't heard about it? Because it's not the focus.
It is a bit.
The lore is really good if you watch or look
we
for
like
it.
a challenge. I mean,
But you don't need to at all.
A studio that produces a passive skill tree like we do clearly has a bit of a glutton for punishment with regard to just like mixing.
You totally could have done 6 and then, like, I don't know, added more later in an expansion or something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have. I mean, look, this is the plan. This is the plan. You know, I mean, like as people go through early access, it's going to feel like there's just expansion content coming out pretty frequently. Just because we have all the stuff that we kind of got some of the way, a lot of the way through. So
excuse me, guys.
Yeah, there's stuff to come. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure. Like, I really want to get the Druid out. Like we announced it, we've talked about it. It's a lot of fun. I'm keen to get that out there as soon as we can. The Huntress we've talked a bunch about as well. There's like those kinds of things. I think we'll be able to move towards those pretty quick. There's obviously more to do.
The other thing you mentioned, talking roadmap like things, is we've always been. It's hard to predict because a lot of what will happen is, and what we leave space.
Are they going to have
for
SSF
is
available? I'm not sure.
Reacting to what the players want.
I think they've already mentioned
And so
hardcore
if
though.
you plan everything for so long, you're going to have very, very, very slow reaction times to fixing, or adding certain content where there may.
You can always SSF
maybe
yourself,
the
of course.
issue is like, the campaign needs more of this, or this class needs more of this, or something. So if you're planning, then you're going to be delivering on what they want solved, like a year down the line or even longer.
Right,
and where we like to remain very, very dynamic and you want to be able to fix that stuff like, this is the main problem. Like, sure, obviously you need more than a week sometimes, most of the time. But we want it generally to be that the next releases, expansions, updates, whatever, can alleviate as many of those problems as possible. So, yeah, you try not to get too strict with the planning has generally been our philosophy, because especially when it comes to actually having the live service product out, because that is very, very important. Otherwise, you're never going to seem like you're doing what people want. And what are you doing if not that?
So that actually is a good point. Like, I was going to ask, what do you folks, what does the team
What's
want
SSF?
out of the beta?
SSF is an enforced rule set on your character called solo self-found. It basically means that your character cannot buy anything off merchants, and they can't trade anything.
I think
so it's like a
development team to get back.
It's like a hard mode that doesn't involve dying.
Like get it back into the idea.
It's not like hardcore, where you only have one life, but it's a harder mode.
Back into this, people seeing,
so what a lot of people do is hardcore SSF,
sort of see directly,
which is like the super hard playthrough, and you only have one life, and you can't trade and
stuff. Like that really like. That has been our studio for like most of its lifetime.
Oh, you can buy from
before
vendors.
we released PoE1, it
Oh, thank you.
But
Okay,
after that,
I thought you couldn't buy from vendors. So you can buy from vendors, but not other players.
We are a company that likes to think that we can do live service better than anyone else. Like that is our goal. And so, like getting back into that again, for everyone in the studio, so that everyone's working on things that are going to be releasing within, certainly in less time than 3 months away. Is going to think be really, really good for us again. I look forward to just being able to do that.
I was like, gold would then be truly worthless? Well, I mean, you respec now with gold.
Things, like that span over years.
So gold will always have value for everyone.
It's not really in a real game.
Not only can you respec with gold, but all the highway nodes you can flip between any stat you want, and you can just respec them whenever you want.
Honestly, as you said, it is early access. It is a beta period, and I'd say, personally speaking, the thing that, and we mentioned it briefly about the character balance and the builds that are broken and all that.
And you can gamble items for gold too.
Obviously, pretty useful.
They
to
showed
me,
that mechanic.
Right? Yep. Plus, we have other systems in there, like the checkpointing system. Right, you have to kill.
How pay to win is this game?
These are things we haven't mass tested.
Almost
and obviously other games have, and they work. And
the only like
there are other
slight argument
like,
you could use for the pay to win in this game is they have these things called stash tabs.
If you die,
and
you fail the map, right? These
the way that I look at
are things that we
it is that
need
this
to
game
test
is free to
and
play.
iterate on in the future,
but if you want to play it long term,
like that, and especially as
you
get
will want
towards
to buy
this
some
point
stash
of,
tabs. If it's anything like PoE1,
the end game,
assume there is a
Act 1
light
has been
cost
tested
to this
like
game
crazy.
in stash tabs.
Right, and you get less
So,
and less testing as it goes on.
I wouldn't really call it
because
pay to win
less,
because
people, they've just been around for less time.
It's just different ways to
And
store
so, yeah,
items,
it's gonna be a
but
huge
they're
amount of
so
iteration and
convenient
feedback and
that
from
you
the players
will
and
want
us
them.
just
You will want
reevaluating
stash
all this
tabs.
stuff. And the thing is,
they have big
we're
sales on
always
them,
dynamic
which they
about
probably
that
will in this
stuff,
game.
like, We'll just
And
change things if it's
I
wrong,
would
we'll
say that is
redesign it, we'll come up with a
again,
new
you don't
way.
need them. You don't
Jonathan's
have
a
to
firm
have
believer
them.
of If A doesn't work and B doesn't work,
But you are
then we'll
going
find
to
C,
want
we'll
them.
find option C, we'll find option D, we'll keep changing things, and we'll make it work.
And they're generally like
So, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
$5
that
a piece.
iteration
You might
on
want a few.
our design
They have packs
decisions,
and sales.
how forgiving, because like
but
the game
that's
is
it. There's no
pretty hard. You know,
there
it
is
can
no
be
way you
pretty
can
hard.
buy
And
power
so
to your character.
when you're on that fine
There's
line
no
of,
way
like,
you can
know, things
buy
are
health.
difficult,
There's no. There's
you know,
nothing
it's
in the
not
game outside of
too
those
easy to know
tabs
if
that you
you've
can
tilted
buy
one way or the
outside of
other,
cosmetic
so,
stuff.
You know, finding what everyone agrees should be the common corrected difficulty is
So
something that
is the
I
game
will
pay to
obviously
win?
be
It
paying
depends on
very,
how you
very,
feel
very
about
close
the stash
attention to.
tabs.
Pretty hard thing
But
to
for
nail
your
down
information,
on making
the only paid mechanic outside of cosmetics is the stash tabs.
And so we've seen that a lot where you folks have
I personally
been
find it more
willing
like
to
a
change
price
and then
tag than a
rechange
pay to
and
win.
rechange again. Some of the core features like
And let's be
flasks
real.
and
If you get to the
awakening
point where you're going to be
system
buying
and
stash
portals,
tabs,
and
you
you keep
probably
that
put
kind of
enough
mindset
time in the
going to play
game
them.
for
Of
every
course.
dollar you
Look,
spend
we're
on
always
them
willing to change
to be
stuff. Like
worth
that
it in
flask thing,
spades.
like the most
The value you will get for those stash tabs is insane with how much you will probably play this game. So don't feel bad about buying them. it's I'm gonna be blunt. It's the least you could do. Like if you're gonna do anything, just get a few tabs and you're gonna be good. Yeah.
Sort out flasks.
It'll cost like $10.
Yep.
And it really came about because when actually looking at what new players were having trouble with when they were playing, Flask piano was
But I do
actually,
want to
like,
end this
even
by
in the very
saying
beginning of the
there
game,
are
actually ended up being
players
one of those things
that
like,
do
people
not
just
buy
had
stash tabs.
trouble, just the manual
There are
dexterity
players
required
that never
to,
give the game a
hit
penny,
all your
and you can
flask
still play it
keys,
and have
and
fun.
then,
It's
like,
obviously
know-
a little
like, you have to
more
know when one of your flasks has run out,
inventory
so you use the
management
next one, and,
heavy,
like, various things
but
like
you
that.
can
Like,
do
all
it.
that stuff actually was,
Absolutely
like,
can do it.
Just a weirdly large amount of mechanical complexity right from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And
Those
then
people are
even
called
in the game, I don't think it was
masochists.
really that satisfying either, because you ended up with like just like having to
Look,
press all these
we
buttons
don't-
all the time. And
we don't
obviously it's
judge
all
here,
utility
okay? We don't
flasks that
yuck
people are
other
using
people's
in-game.
yum, all right?
And then we kind of tried to band-aid
Everyone
this one with the some of the flask automation stuff that was added there, but there was still this idea that that you're still more powerful if you don't automate. So therefore, it's like there's that trade-off there.
Yeah, I will say we don't know how heavy.
just
We don't know how much the stash tabs will affect you too.
I mean, it's all automated.
But we
and
can
you're
assume
very
it's going to be a
powerful.
lot. If it's anything like that.
So the point is
Yeah.
effectively that the charm stuff that we're doing effectively means that you no longer, the game is making that decision of like, that stuff will be automated. You no longer have to do that like crazy flask piano to get the best, the best out of your character. And I think that is definitely a step in the right direction. And the other thing as well is it actually makes the crafting more meaningful.
I found the more I played PoE,
you've got like 5 slots.
the more my
like,
flasks
the
had
individual
2
modes, the
modes.
individual stuff like seems to.
I was either hitting all of them
matters much, and
frantically,
obviously, people want
or
instant
not.
recovery and things like that. But like but
That's
like now
that's
it's like
that's
the
how my
actual-
flasks
it's much more
work,
meaningful.
Pretty much. Just
like on
either
your life
all
flask,
of them
the
all
choice
at
between
once
do I
as
want
fast as
instant or do I
possible,
want
or none
way
at all.
more, like life, like that kind of stuff actually can be a lot more meaningful. Once you've only got one. So yeah, I think
It's a binary. It's either on
You have,
or off.
We'll jump ahead to flasks since,
All
on
flasks
the
on
topic.
or all
You have,
flasks off. Yep.
Locked in effectively the fact that there's a mana flask there now, so that there's always going to be a mana flask slot. And how does that tie into your design for mana? And are we always going to be using mana flask slot?
This is a great question.
If we solve
I was
another
wondering
way,
this.
what does it do?
You can absolutely solve another way, and then you'll just have a flask slot that isn't doing anything for sure. But I think it kind of has to work that way because we really don't
that,
want
100,000 PoE players were just
once
like
you sort of start getting to
a
changing
slot I'm not
things
using.
around,
What?
I feel like the
No!
system sort of starts to break
Unacceptable.
with regard to like the feeling of like I know where mana is, I know where my health is, like that kind of stuff. That being said, we've always got uniques and stuff like that. I believe there's already
there is a unique
there
that
is a
allows
unique
you to equip 2 flasks.
But the thing is, then it's a build choice that you're making, so it's a little bit different, and that's fine. But I think the system as it works now just.
So it does sound like on the mana side of things, then that there are going to be multiple angles of solving mana,
Of
not
course.
necessarily.
So we've got Leech.
I mean, the blood magic thing.
475,
There's an entire
is how it
spec.
works. And we've finally got it right this time. I think it works, and I think it's good. So I think that Leech will be more common.
I'm not going to have to like crack out the Leech diagram showing the different buckets and things like that.
I was saying, I think that Leech might be. No, I think I was going to say Leech is one of the topics in the studio that has wasted the most designer time of anything in the industry. But I actually don't think it's that. I think the actual worst offender is what stats should Dex give you. I think that is like that one has wasted there's so many arguments about that.
I feel like that one's never come to the fore. Like we know about the Leech one,
but no one is happy about giving accuracy. But no one has a better idea than what accuracy that it can give. And then, like everyone's going to come up with like in chat a bit. I bet they'll be like saying, it can give this or this whatever. But there's like
it's a big peek behind the curtain.
There's been
I like that.
endless arguments about that topic. It's outrageous. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got me thinking about it now.
Yeah.
I mean, speed would be good.
Glundar says, just a note to the mods, my drop timer seems to have stopped at in 1 hour 30 minutes. That's because the drops take 1 hour and 30 minutes.
You've
have it out again.
The longest Q&A of all time.
Yeah.
You're good.
It's already going to be that.
Sometimes you're just like, you start the day, you're like, all right, here are the problems we need to solve. And then you're like,
what about?
But then accuracy on Dex comes up again.
No, it's 3 p.m. and we're still discussing dexterity.
Yeah.
So go home. Just make it accuracy again.
Yeah, exactly. That is literally how it comes back to accuracy every time.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Rewinding a little bit, we can't forget our roots with Path of Exile 1, of course. So for the PoE 1 enjoyers, what is the plan for PoE 1 during the course of this beta? Is there going to be leagues launching? Is it on the back burner?
I mean, it's two different teams, right?
There absolutely will be leagues launching.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the exact date, but the plan is kind of late February.
Yep.
But I mean, look, we'll see what happens. I will admit that unfortunately we did have to steal a few PoE 1 resources just towards the end here, which is kind of been a bit unfortunate. I really wish we didn't have to. But yeah, as I said, we kind of underestimated some of the stuff.
I love how transparent they are about
everyone
this stuff.
is going to be going back to PoE 1 again.
You didn't need to say
that. For the February league.
Nobody would have known.
And we're going to make
That's
sure
cool.
that we can.
I like that.
Like one of the things that was a big problem for our studio when we had a long-term project and a short-term project. Is that you've always had that thing of like you always want to work on the short-term thing.
Yeah.
So now that we've got 2 short-term things coming up, I actually think it's going to be a bit easier to prioritize in some respects because
Funnily enough.
it's like it's just like all that stuff is then is like coming up soon. So but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we need to get that PoE 1 expansion out next.
Yeah, obviously, I just want to always make it clear that, the reason why things can't be so planned out is, again, we're just releasing this game.
Yep.
Obviously, we pivoted to endgame, and then that needed more resources. And then, of course, combined with the fact that, things obviously change. There are unpredictable things in the environment we can't necessarily guarantee. And then, of course, you have, Christmas coming up and all of that, right? There's so many variables to consider, but we also don't know how much time is going to be invested necessarily or need to be invested into live operations for post-release. How many problems are going to go wrong? How many builds how many of the uniques are broken? How many, and where?
Oh no, Lone Fellow, they confirm PoE 1 will continue development.
Millions of variables here to consider.
It's an entirely separate
team. It can
team.
get very, very difficult, especially at this time. But once you release, you have a bit of a grace period, so to speak, where or more like a period of extreme amounts of fire, where we're putting out fires everywhere. But we have a period where we're fixing everything. You get everything stable, and then we're going to be like, all right, let's recalibrate, figure everything out. And what is our plans, and then establish all of that, based also on the feedback we get from that, period where everything's on fire. Not to make it sound like it's going to be bad, but that is the inevitability, is that there's always problems.
That's the reality of the situation. And it's smart to prepare people
There's
for
always
it.
going to be like, oh my god, people found this, and,
We don't have to see all the fires.
Yeah. Like ideally, the best thing is when we're able to fix some kind of exploit before people even hear about it.
Yeah.
And when I say exploit, I'm just talking about some broken thing. Like if we we obviously normally have to worry about like the whole mid-league nerf concept. But it's like if you can deal with something within like an hour or 2 of it happening, then it's like you're kind of okay because no one had a chance to kind of like everyone didn't swap their build over to it or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to be really on the ball for PoE 2 just because there's so many things that are new.
Well, I mean, look, we have several bosses with several elevators. How many of them can be pushed up the elevator? You know what I mean? Well,
Asking the real questions.
When I say fire, I'm talking about bosses getting pushed up elevators. Like, that's not okay.
I am liking my mercenary flashbang knockback is very fun.
Right. Yeah, you need to look into that, by the way. The whole flashbang.
I feel like you're going to nerf my build.
Yeah.
This is when he's
Stay away from my
finding fires
Grenader.
already.
Yeah.
No, these are the fun things. Discovering that stuff can be very fun for the players. It's just internally, it's like, oh no, what are we doing? It can get a little bit panicky after a release, and it there's lots of things going on. You're like, oh geez, what do I solve first? But obviously, it's the same as PoE 1. We're good at it at this point.
Got some experience.
Yeah.
Belts. You aren't going to be torturing us with like releasing beta stuff at the same time as PoE 1 league launches.
Yeah, the plan is to keep them separated a bit from each other so that you get a chance to play.
Don't
with
make me
both
choose.
Yeah.
So we saw a cinematic. To put it lightly, it was pretty. That was quite.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
I know it's been cooking for quite some time. And that was pretty exciting. But we've also seen just a lot of story
Oh,
stuff
well,
happening on a much higher level
Absolutely.
than previously now.
I want to
So
talk about this, but
Yeah,
I have
so
an Emberville meeting I have to go to.
Yeah, so we're really wanting to make sure that the
And it's an
storytelling in
important
PoE 2 is much better than what it was in PoE 1. Like, you know, there's a lot more.
Okay, we're gonna find someone to raid because unfortunately I'm gonna need to run.
Kind of like
but this is still going
stuff
on,
with the,
and
like,
it's gonna be
introductions to boss
awesome.
fights and the
So,
outros and things like that. Like, all
chat,
that stuff, we've
thank
just got a lot
you
more
so
storytelling
much
going in.
for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, I do need to go because I have a meeting that I have to get to. That being said, huge thank you again to GGG for sponsoring that watch along. That was awesome. I'm obviously very excited for PoE 2. I can't wait for December 6th, and it's going to be great. So let me see. No brainer on who we're raiding here. So I am going to do a raid right here. Head on over, hit him with a good vibes emote if you have them, and I will see you guys soon for more fun and games. Thanks as always for being here, and appreciate your time. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET for more fun. Bye-bye.
Bring on the wall of good vibes.
That's art. See you, YouTube. Thanks again, guys. I literally want that hanging on my wall. I want to get a screen. Nobody watch this, please. And put it in my living room. And I just want this on loop. A billboard up between them saying glass up, doors down. Look, okay, real talk. It's not like I need giant billboards just to make me, you know, remember like basic things like which direction left or right is something. I don't think that's something that is ever needed in a game like this. And I don't even know why people would bother doing it, to be honest.